Well, I mean, I think that those are just stupid odds, absolutely stupid odds. You know, I mean, I think that, yeah, I can see why Galway would be favourites, and I would be tipping them myself by maybe a couple of points. You know, but 3-1 on. You know, I don't know what the spread betting is. I'm not a betting man. You know, but that would suggest like that there's going to be 4 or 5 points in the spread betting as well. And if I was anybody out there from Waterford, I'd jump on those odds straight away, because I mean, this is a vastly experienced Waterford team and a very, very talented Waterford team. Like, and to be written off like that against what is, not really a proven Galway team yet. And they're not really proven yet. I mean, like they got past Cork last week, and they only did it in the last few minutes, and that wasn't a great Cork team at all that they beat last week. So, I don't know where those odds are coming from.
Martin Brady, do you feel that Limerick winning will give Waterford a lift? Because Waterford beat Limerick well the second day, and first of all, Waterford, similar to Limerick, will be very experienced as against Galway, who a lot of their players are really hitting the big time for the first time.
Yeah, well, I suppose Waterford, having beaten Limerick, would have, I suppose, will give them a little bit of lift. But I think Kimmage is right in this. I can't see the logic of how Gower such odds on favourites, because they're in the All-Ireland quarter-final. They haven't been in All-Ireland semi-final since 2005. Up to this year, they hadn't won a meaningful championship game at all since 2005. Did enough, I suppose, to beat Cork, beat Clare, and did well enough against Kilkenny. But what does that mean, though? They're still lost. So it's a huge test for them, and this is one of the days I think they've got to stand up and deliver, or else it'll be more of the same old thing. They're always next year's team. This is the time, this is the day to take it on a stage further.
Now, of course, there was a lot of argument about Galway going into Leinster. They got into Leinster, they've had their games. The loss of Shane Kavanagh, and in particular Cullinane, big losses to their defence.
Well, just when that settled in with Kavanagh at full back, I mean, why he wasn't full back for the last number of years is beyond me, but going into Leinster was a huge help to them. I mean, as you said, there was a lot of debate on it. There should never have been a debate. They should have been there for years, because you could see how they come on after the Kilkenny game. But yes, Kavanagh a big loss, Cullinane a big loss. But I think they do have a lot of players who are all on the same standard as well, so maybe that it's not as big a loss maybe as might be in other counties, but they're still very unproven.
Do you remember the Joe Canning factor? A lot of pressure on Joe once again today, but Joe is used to pressure. He's used to big days and used to big performances on big days.
Well, he is, I mean, at club and county level, and the thing about Joe is, like, he normally produces on the big day, and even the last day against Cork, and again he was held scoreless from play, and he's in the last 3 big championship games, if you like, against Kilkenny, Clare and Cork. Joe scored a goal against Kilkenny, scored a point against Clare, and he scored nothing from Cork from play. But on each of those games, I mean, his output from frees and from sidelines and everything else was absolutely fantastic. In fact, I reckon that he almost beat Cork on his own with his free taking the first half the Leicester, because he got 3 points from inside his own half. But I think that if Declan Prendergast is at full forward today, which I'm hearing he won't be, like that if they put young KEARNEY on him, which and again, you see, this is what happened with Clare. Clare put that young McInerney on him. Cork had a young fella named Shane O'Neill. I know he then ended up on Owen Cadigan for a while, but the guys that can get out in front of the ball with Joe Canning will beat him, because Joe is not fast out to the ball, and that's how these guys are playing. And I think that if Kearney's on today, that's how he'll play him. He'll get out to the now. If you leave it in behind you, you're dead. You can't. But the thing about it is, I think that if Kearney does that, I mean, and Galway are hugely dependent. I know they got the few scores from other guys, but they're still very dependent on Joe Canning from the players' balls.
Martin, Joe Canning, the big man for Galway, no doubting our big man, John Milan. What a year he's having, 115 from play, and really being the outstanding forward of the championship.
Well, sure, his average is it 5-6 points every game he plays. I mean, that's superior to what Joe has been doing. Let's be honest about it. That is a remarkable record, and I think he's well capable against that Galway defence of causing problems as well today.
Will Fergal Moore pick him up?
I don't know what they're planning for him, really. I suppose they probably.
Hopefully we'll have a quick word at half time. Diarmuid Flynn there of the Irish Examiner, as always. Teams out in the field, Waterford down on the Killeen end, and Waterford will play as selected. Same 15 starting on a lot of positional switches. The team has selected Clinton in goal, full backline Noel Murphy, Declan Prendergast, Noel Connors, half backline Tony Brown, what a servant he's been in Waterford. Michael Brick Walsh in the centre, Aidan Kearney selected at 7, will probably play on the edge of the square. Midfield, Kevin Moore and Shane O'Sullivan by the programme. Half forward line Jamie Nagle, Seamus Prendergast and Malumphey, but word has it that Nagle will be midfield, Moore in the half forward line, and the full forward line John Milan, Owen Kelly and Shane Casey. Of course, Galway make one
seems to be swirling a little bit, so it's hard to know who is going to benefit, but strong enough breeze, and I think if Waterford win the toss, they probably should play with that breeze.
Now, the Waterford selection, are you happy with the 15 Davy selected?
Yeah, well, it's hard to know what the line of it is going to be. I mean, obviously the big change has been Shane Casey coming in. He's a newcomer to championship, so that's going to be a bit of a risk, because always with a newcomer you don't know how they're going to perform. It's his first championship game, and to come in an All-Ireland quarter-final in such an important game is a huge ask for a young player, so he's still under 21, so that's a huge risk, but by all accounts he is going very well in training, and he was the obvious one to go in.
Now the Portumna factor for Galway are on a rise. They're having a good run. They've had 4 championship games already this year, but as Martin Brennan said there, really this is the first big test. It's a do or die today.
It is, and you know, Galway are one of these counties that for the last 20 years we've been saying this could be their year and this could be their year, and it never has been, you know, and they seem to flatter to deceive a lot, but I do think, as you said, the Portumna factor is going to be a big one, in that Portumna team have shown the kind of character that I think that the Galway inter-county team haven't shown, and I think they are forming the backbone of this team, and if they can get some of that character and that work rate and that work ethic into the Galway county team, they will be a formidable force.
How do you call it?
I think if you're going on championship form, going on the form we've seen today, Kieran, in terms of the games we've seen, you'd have to say Galway. I mean, they have been the better of the two sides, but I think the most important thing from a Waterford perspective is that training, by all accounts, for the last 2 weeks has been exceptional, where they're supposed to win, and so from that perspective there certainly is hope. But if you're going on purely the form from the last couple of games that we've seen on the television of the games, you'd have to say Galway.
Here in Semple Stadium, well over 30,000. Nobody down on the Killeen end. Unusual to have a big game, but the powers that be decided no spectators in the Killeen end, but both stands almost packed to capacity from what we can see, and a good crowd on the town end, a mixture of supporters. It looks like Waterford will be playing from right to left, so Waterford playing against a very strong wind, and as you said, Fergal, this wind could have a big impact on today's game.
It could have a big impact. It is swirling a bit, but certainly it's favouring Galway in the first half. Another thing that's critical for Waterford, Kieran, is that we keep down the frees, because Joe Canning can put him over there from any range and any angle.
Just looking around, KEARNEY is as expected gone full back. Jamie's middle of the field, Jamie Nagel, and John Milan is gone in at full forward, so he's gone in on Eugene McEntee. Ball in, 70 minutes to side. Can Waterford make it back for a 7th semi-silent? Seamus Prendergast wins it from the puck out. Ball breaks out. Good first time hurling by Kevin Moore. Drills a lovely ball across for Owen Kelly. Can he keep it in play near the sideline? 20 metres out. Killeen beats his man there. McEntee takes him out, literally takes him out on the 20-metre line near the sideline. Killeen of the old stand free in for the passage man. But a lovely first time ball by Kevin Moore. Lovely diagonal ball. Gave a lovely in front of Owen Kelly. He ran onto it, took on his man. The man literally took him out there, Fergal. But good to see the pass from Moore, and of course Kelly really hungry for that ball.
Yeah, hungry for that ball. And to be fair, he took a hard hit there from full-back Eugene McEntee. Interesting as well, Kieran, Kevin Moore is playing wing forward, so completely. John Milan, as you say, is full forward, so a completely changed around Waterford team. Few risks in there. I mean, Kevin Moore is obviously not a player that's played in the force for his county or his club before, so that's a big risk.
Obviously we're hoping to win some puck out ball, which we did so poorly on the last day. So it's on the 20-metre line. Owen Kelly receiving attention. Peter Kerwin gone into physio, of course. Mark Rowe, doctor today. At this stage we'll say hello to long-serving Dr. Tom Higgins, who's out in Australia, and I'm sure he's tuned in or listening to us on the internet, as are people all over the world, as Owen Kelly prepares to take it against the wind. Not the ideal free for your first, literally just a metre in from the sideline, hitting into a strong wind, but he's taking his time with this one. Nobody on the Killeen end, unusual on big match day. Takes his shot, makes no difference to Kelly, sticks it over the bar. Just a minute and a half gone. Kelly gets the opener. Good to see him get a good confident start, Ferg.
Yeah, it's an excellent free. As I say, it's against the breeze. It was right on the sideline on the 21. Excellent start.
Colin Cannon with the puck out for the Galway man. Drives it down the right hand side. Knocked down. This could be dangerous. Farragher runs onto it, and first time sends it right and wide. I thought it was going over, but it went right and wide. The first wide of the afternoon for the Galway man, but Farragher ran onto it well. Under pressure from Shane O'Sullivan, right and wide.
Yeah, and he's usually a very good and accurate striker of the ball.
Former forward, of course, notched in some big scores as a forward now out in the middle of the field. Clinton Hennessy, first puck for the Ardmore man, looking for another Ardmore man. That's Seamus Prendergast, but the ball breaks down. Farher does well to pick it up, hand passes away literally into no man's land, back inside the 65. Good hard tussle inside the 65 and good hard pulling by Cyril Donlan, putting it into the corner, cut off by Aidan Kearney. Running the pass of Angus Callan. This could be dangerous. Callan trying to get away from his marker. Good play there by Tony Brown. Hard to believe it when he came on the Waterford team in 92. Joe Canning and Noel Connors were in nappies. That's tremendous play by Browner, Fergal.
Yeah, again, he playing number 5 and covering over number 7. It's we said it before, his fitness for a man of his age is incredible.
So Clinton comes out to take this free. It's against the breeze, but he has a good strike of the ball. The Ardmore man wearing the hooped Yop jersey, and he drops it in, looking around the full forward line. Milan is inside. Can he get the ball knocked down? The first reactor is the captain, Malumphey. He has the ball racing forward. Was he knocked to the ground? Play on, says the referee. Gets a second chance out of 20 metres out from the Galway line, keeping the pressure on. Waterford leading 1 point and no score. The man who picks it up is Damien Joyce. The WI team and gets it back to McEntee, and the Port Tumblr man, and he's making his debut. Does well, gets the clearance out to the middle of the field. Galway now sending a direct ball in, looking for Damien Hayes, the danger man inside. Also too is Joe Canning. Canning and Kearney. Canning has it. The LIT man switches it back to Cyril Donlan. He wasn't ready for it. Rick Walsh was, but the ball again goes back to Niall Healy. Good play by the corner forward into Canning. That's great control by Canning. Hand passes back to Healy. Healy on the 45 metre line, turning to his trusty left, takes the shot, but he was fouled as he turned inside, and it's going to be free in for the Galway men. But a lovely bit of class there by Canning. Just his first touch is something special.
Yeah, his first touch is very good, and he gave a good hand pass out there to Niall Healy. But no, I said it before, I think his contribution from general play has been very weak this year, and it's all been from frees. Now he's an absolutely fantastic free taker, and this is like bread and butter stuff to him now from 45 yards out. So that's the danger from a Waterford perspective. But I think Aidan Kearney, I'd be very confident Aidan Kearney will get the better of him from open play today.
Doing well so far. Ringo at full back, marking Joe Canning. 4 minutes gone. Waterford lead by 1, but a chance at the equaliser. And Joe Canning is the man lining up to 45 metres out, hitting into the town end. Sarsfield's end, sticks it over the bar. First point for Canning, first point for Galway, 1 point apiece. 4.5 minutes gone. Clinton taking his time with the puck out. John 3-7 behind the goal mouth, always gets the prominent positions as Clinton looks at the options. Puck outs were poor for Waterford in the Munster final, where we lost more than we won. Hoping for better things this afternoon. Batted down from the puck out, running onto his Andy Smith. One of 6 Port Tumblr men, getting across to Cyril Donlan. Centre forward drills a ball in low, looking for Joe Canning, but the man who comes across is Aidan Kearney. Great play by the Tallow man. And a clearance out towards the middle of the field. It's a high dropping ball. Who's first reacted? Jamie Nagle goes in with one hand, tries it again with the second hand. Back helping is Michael Walsh as well on the Waterford 65 metre line. 2 or 3 players in, but the man who comes away with is the man from McCollum from Ballyduff. He's the captain. He's Stephen Malumphey. Flicks it away into space. Out comes John Milan. The roar of the crowd does it all. Ali Canning knocks him to the ground, and a free in for the De La Salle man there. They met each other in an All-Ireland club game early on this year. They know each other well, but again, good to see Milan out in front. Ollie knocks him over the sideline. It's going to be free for Waterford, and a chance for Kelly literally on the sideline again. He had one on the sideline on the left hand flank. Now it's on the right hand flank, 45 metres out. Dr. Mark Rowe runs on, but thankfully John Milan okay, and a chance for Kelly.
Yeah, John Milan can expect a lot of close attention today and a lot of hard hits, but I think that's when John Milan is actually at his best, paradoxically, because sometimes, you know, if he's not up for a game, when he's up for a game and he's getting hard hits, that's when he's at his best. So I think, you know, as we said before, mightn't always be the best tactic from an opposition perspective.
Fergal Moore seems to demand who given the duties of Mark Milan as Kelly takes a shot from the sideline and sends it over the bar. That's brilliant marksmanship from Owen Kelly. He scored 125 coming into today. That's super marksmanship, Fergal.
They're 2 fantastic frees, both of them literally on the sideline. 2 fantastic frees.
6 minutes gone. Waterford lead 2 points to 1. Good puck out again by Callan, the goalkeeper for the Galway man, dropping around the middle of the field, covering back Jamie Nagle. That's good play by the Dungarvan man, but batted down by McEntee, the full back. Out to half back John Lee. He sends a direct ball in. It could be dangerous. Out comes Clinton Hennessy. Steadies it up. Left-handed. Not the best of passes. Ball goes straight into the speed merchants Angus Callan, and Angus is on one of his runs off the left, takes the shot and should go over, and it does there. Poor clearance straight into the path of Callan, and he sticks it over the bar. It's 2 points apiece. Poor clearance, punished by Callan.
Yeah, the idea was right. He saw Declan Prendergast free with bad pass straight to Angus Callan, and he did well to get around Declan Prendergast, put over the bar.
So Clinton with the puck out, made his debut in 05. and doing very, very well since. From the puck out, Galway win it again. Cornerback Damien Joyce playing out the half-back line. The WIT student, well known to a lot of the Waterford players, gets it out towards the middle of the field. Pressure on the Galway men there as in comes Seamus Prendergast on Cyril Donlan there, and it goes out over the line. Line ball to Galway. Coming out to take it, Joe Canning. Put one over against Cork last weekend. He had 3 shots from the sideline, got 1 out of 3, but every time when it goes over the line, Canning is going for the white flag. Taking his time with this one. Not as good as usual, but dropping short. Out comes Tony Bryan, reads it well, but fails on the first attempt. Tries to get it on the second there. Did he play it on the ground? Yes, says the referee there. First touch just left Tony down there in the slippery conditions. Tried to get it on the second, down his knees, but the referee reckoned he played it on the ground. Yes. Simple free for Canning, which should put Galway in front for the first time. Yeah,
it's the new rule, and it's probably correctly implemented there by the referee. I mean, if you go down over a ball on your knees, it's a free to the opposition, and so that's fair enough.
And actually Tony literally had probably too much time because he was all alone. The ball came across and he was trying to be too careful, I think, with it. Missed the first touch.
Lining up for a goal here, is he?
But Canning is lining up. He's having a run to this one. There's 5 in the goal mouth. In the middle is Clinton. Canning's going for a bullet. Takes his shot over the bar. Galway going front for the first time. Number 2 for Joe Canning. Could well have been a goal.
Yeah, he was a good bit out. He was probably 25 or 6 yards out. He was another 4 or 5 yards beyond the 21-yard line, so it would have been a hard one to score, but he certainly drilled it and just went over the bar.
Clinton with the puck out. Big weekend in Ardmore with the Ardmore pattern. Could be rounded off with a bigger night tonight if their 3 local heroes come back victorious. Good puck out, dropping inside the 65. Picked up by Owen Lynch, the half-back. The Portumna man drills it into the corner. Looking again for Hayes. This could be dangerous. He's the speed merchant. Man from Al Hayes Motors, but well blocked down by Noel Connors. That's great play by the passage man. Stayed goal side, wins the ball out near the sideline. Hayes tries to get it on the second attempt. Connors goes back and picks it. Was he foul? Play on, says the referee. Literally up on top of his back there, and that's great play by the under 21 player. Inspirational stuff by young Connors there. He leaves the speed merchant. He stayed goal side. In the end, he was fouled. Great play, Noel Connors. Free out for Waterford.
Yeah, great play, Noel Connors, because Damien Hayes is a very, very fast player and got a block in, and he got a free the second time. He should have had a free the first time round. Damien Hayes came in with a wild pull from behind Noel Connors.
Clinton so coming out to take this one. 3 points to 2. You're listening to the Snow Cream big match. Galway lead 3 points to 2. Clouds coming over Semple Stadium. We had heavy rain during the first game, which of course Limerick won and are into the semi-final. Who'll be going in from the second game? From the puck out, Fergal Moore wins it. The red helmet at Moore. Diagonal ball across looking for Niall Healy. No score last week from play, but a danger man. Picked up well by Brick Walsh and cut off by the Strably man, the centre back. Sends it into the corner. Look for Milan. Milan out in front of McEntee. Pulled to the ground there by McEntee. Play on, says the referee. Owen Lynch goes back and clears it for the Galway man, the hardware merchant, only for the middle of the field to Kevin Moore. Kevin going on one of his runs, gone inside the 45. What option is he taking? He takes the wrong one, but will he get away with it? No, back into Farrar there. Great ground made by Moore, but the wrong option, handed it into a Galway man. Now Galway in the attack, ball into Joe Canning, has the ball ahead of Owen Murphy, boots the ball, should kick it over the bar. Galway are loaded with a footballer, and Canning sticks it over the bar. And the footballer found the hard to get the points last night. Could have been a score for Waterford at one end, ends up a score for the Galway men. 4 points to 2, and a good kick score from Canning. He's third of the afternoon.
Yeah, very good score from Joe Canning. You know, I would have no fear about Aidan Kearney on him from low balls, but Joe Canning is bigger than Aidan Kearney. Caught that one over his head, but as you say, we should have had a free at the other end. Joe Milan definitely fouled.
From the puck out, Prendergast wins it. The big Ardmore man drills the ball in low. Thurs Milan. Milan gets it on the second attempt, lost his Hurley, gets it back to Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly steadies himself, turns to his trusty left and dissects the post. Oh, it's gone right and wide. From here it looked over.
It looked and we have a much better angle on the umpire has from here.
We're actually in line from our commentary position up here, and the umpire was stuck under the post there. That looked over, Fergal. I'd like to see it in slow motion.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, big games of this, decisions like that can be absolutely crucial.
So 4 points to 2. Galway lead. 11 minutes gone. Davy Fitzgerald urging on the men in white and blue. From the puck out, ball out near Andy Smith there, the wing forward from the Portumna club. Of course, who won the All-Ireland this year, 6 of the Portumna boys, and he is fouled, and now it's a chance for, or has it gone out over the line? No, it's a line ball. Big Joe Canning coming out, so every time a line ball inside the 65 or anywhere inside the Waterford half, Canning will be out, so that must be tiring on the full forward.
Yeah, but as we said, anything at all from place ball, be it a sideline ball, be it a 65, be it a free, he's absolutely deadly. I mean, you can be guaranteed today at some stage he'll put a sideline ball over the bar. This is a particularly difficult one now. It's on the left hand side, so wrong side for a right handed sideline ball.
LIT man, of course, working now with Ger Cunningham and Board Gosh. sponsors of the under-21, but he's concentrating on that sitter. That looks a beautiful strike. Oh, it's a fabulous strike, but it's gone left and wide. The wide tally mounts up for Galway. Score remains 4 points to 2. Struck it well left and wide. In fairness, if his ratio is less than 50%, you'd wonder sometimes should they look at other options, because for everyone he scores, he misses 2 or 3.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a lost ball then, you know.
Clinton with the puck out, 4 points to 2. You listen to our Snow Cream, big match, battered down by centre-back John Lee. He's a big man, gets it out to Angus Callan, the speed merchant from Lee Mellows from the city. Going for a long one, and that looks a good one. Oh, it's gone over the bar. A super score for Galway. Probably one of the best scores Galway have got this evening. Sticks it over the bar, and the man from Lee Mellows gets his second and stretches the lead as the rain comes down here in Semple Stadium. 5 points to 2. Waterford playing with the strong wind, and Clinton prepares to take it. Sends it down the left-hand flank. Shane O'Sullivan goes high, knocked down into the path of Michael Brick Walsh, bursts out with it, collides off 2 Galway men. He's shot half blocked down, gets it into Malumphey, the hard-working lieutenant. He has the ball, the captain of the Waterford team, gone inside the 45 near the sideline without putting a hand to, drops it in towards Casey. First touch for the Dunhill man, but Ollie Canning shows his experience. Casey slips to the ground, it's inside the 20-metre line. Milan comes racing out from an awkward angle, blocked down by John Lee, the centre back. His clearance is not a good one. The 4th-year medical student did well there, but in the end they get it out as far as Damien Joyce. Experienced cornerback there. Did he overplay it? Yes, says the referee, and that's great pressure by Seamus Prendergast there. I must say that the work rate of our forwards, Fergal, is a huge improvement what we've seen throughout this championship.
Yeah, work rate has been excellent, and they forced a free on Damien Joyce. To be fair to Damien Joyce, I think it was a little bit hard done by there. Didn't do a whole lot wrong, but it's down to the work rate of particularly Seamus Prendergast and Steve Malumphey and Shane Casey there.
Accomplished player Joyce, played in the forwards in WIT, played midfield for Galway, now back in defence. And the very accomplished players. Kelly takes his time with this one, hitting into the Killeen end. No spectators in the Killeen end, but Kelly keeps that concentration. Doing well so far from place balls. Makes no mistake with this one. Sends it over the bar. Number 3 for Kelly. So it's 5 points to 3. 14 minutes gone. The rain coming down, but thankfully it seems to be clearing off in the distance. As the Galway keeper prepares to puck out the man from Kinvara. Never played minor for Galway, but he's made it onto the senior team and doing well since he came on board in 07. Out in the middle of the field, ball breaks to Seamus Prendergast, misses on the first attempt, gets it on the second, fixes it across to an unmarked Kevin Moran, drills it in low for his clubmate Milan, tried to take it on to Hurley, skids off the Hurley. Can he keep it in play? He has the pace to do so, does very well, teases his marker. What can he do with it? Gets it back to the big man, that's the Ardmore man cutting through. What can he do? He takes his shot, sends it over the bar. Lovely bit of vision there from Milan, held it up to the sideline, could have gone from his own score, fed it through to Prendergast, burst through, sticks it over the bar. Great score, Seamus Prendergast. Good vision, John Milan. Yeah,
great pass in the first place from Kevin Moran as well, but great play inside by John Milan to pick out Seamus Prendergast.
5 points to 4, Galway lead, 15 minutes gone from the puck out. Well won by Andy Smith, the Portumna man, did well, won it well. Takes the shot, it looks a good one, but it's gone left and wide there. The wides tally mount up for Galway, but the score remains 5 points to 4. Galway lead by 1.
Yeah, these 2 wing forwards for Galway, Angus Callan and Andy Smith, look very lively so far.
Clinton Hennessy with the puck out, taking his time with this one. Big support up from Ardmore as always. Proud of the fact they have 3 men on this Waterford team. Ball breaks down. Well won by Shane Casey. Gets it back to Malumphey. Malumphey sets it in. It's a high ball, not the type of ball Milan would like, but the McEnany does, the full back. Went for a big clearance, that's well blocked down by Shane Casey. The Galway defence in a bit of trouble, but foul as they come out with it there. Well won by the fullback. A great block down by Shane Casey. That's great spirit. Broke his Hurley in the process as Tom Byrne runs out with a spare Hurley and a bit of water, but good play by Casey and free out for Galway.
Yeah, good hand pass in the first place by Shane Casey, but he's shown he's a very, very competitive player.
Joe Kennedy runs on with the new Hurley as Tom Byrne passes around the water, even to the Galway men. It's a dangerous ball dropping in around the edge of the Waterford square. Could be dangerous as Canning gets his hand on it. Was he fouled? But a free out for Waterford. Canning isn't happy with that one. He comes out and protests with Kerwin, the referee, but good play. Aidan Kearney held his ground, and the Talaman did well again. They're keeping the pressure on Canning. No mean feat. Free out relief for Waterford. Of course, sad week for Tallow, losing one of the great characters, Conrine, earlier in the week. Of course, great traditional family, great family involved in the GA. Of course, Kearney's son played for Waterford here in 74 when we won our first 121 from the puck out. Malumphey tried to feed it through there to Owen Kelly inside the 45 there, but cut off well there by Fergal Moore, but it's a line ball to Waterford. An intensity about Waterford today, which I like. Big up in tempo from the Munster final.
Yeah, very much so. And again, Fergal Moore put that ball over the line because Owen Kelly and hooked him. He only was able to get in a half shot.
Shane O'Sullivan, lovely diagonal ball by the belly gunner man. Ball breaks to Kevin Moore, has a look, takes the shot and sends it over the bar. The umpire had a good look at it. Good confidence booster for Moore, normally midfielder, half back, playing wing forward today, gets his name on the score sheet. 5 points apiece.
Yeah, Kevin Moore, we said before the game, it's a risk. It's paid off so far. He's had a very good start to this game.
Callan with the puck out from Jerry McInerney's club, drop inside the 45. The man who has it, Niall Healy, this could be dangerous. Healy takes a shot on the run and sends it right and wide there. Again from here I thought it was over, but
no, I
the umpires on the spot.
Personally from here I thought it was wide as well now, to be fair, but the umpires again, they seem to be a little bit lost, but it's very hard when you're so close to the post to make the right call.
Yeah, can't understand why goalkeepers don't stay back, or umpires don't stay back a bit, because even in the first game we had a few instances in the game which Michael Wadding refed and did a good job refereeing. Limerick winning that semi-final. It's 5 points apiece here, 18 minutes gone in separate state. Great catch by Shane O'Sullivan from the puck out, drills it in low, looking for Milan, beaten away by McEntee, who's really just doing cleaning out the shells as such. Out to John Lee, out to the middle of the field to Cyril Donlan, the centre forward, going for a long one again. The wide tally mounting up for Galway. I think it's wide number 5 for Galway, but score remains 5 points apiece.
Yeah, Galway have been very wasteful so far. Waterford have only had 1 wide, Galway have had 5, so they have had more of the possession, but they've been very wasteful.
The manager, Tipperary man, start for Tipperary in the centenary final 25 years ago at centre back. Very much a Galway man this evening, doing a good job as manager so far. This is the big test from the puck out. Galway win possession again. Good play by Kevin Hines. Drops it in around the 45, covering back is Brick Walsh. Good looping play by the centre back, by the Stradley man, and passes the ball away to Shane Casey, who's come way out for the 65. Banger's going for a long one, but it seems to be going to drop short. Out comes Cannon, the goal. He has it read all the way, doesn't get it on the first attempt, gets it on the second. The goalkeeper goes out near the corner flag, gets it away to Ollie Canning. Under pressure there by Casey. That's great pressure by young Casey. The young man on the experience, Canning, but Canning comes away with it. Did he overplay with it? Play on, says the referee. Ball falls to Malumphey. 30 metres out for Waterford. Malumphey has his way through. Pulled to the ground. Pulled for over a carry, and he was being pulled and dragged there. That was a hard one, harsh one there, Fergal.
Yeah, it's a terrible decision now. Again, got to give great credit to Shane Casey. Ollie Canning had the ball on his own. Shane Casey came out of nowhere, blocked him down. But very harsh call there on Steve Malumphey after that.
Yeah, the 33-year-old Canning against young Casey. Ball at the other end of the field, clocked out again by Declan Prendergast, and away come Waterford. Hand passes away, but he gives it too high for the brother Seamus there. Declan did well, came out with the breaking ball, operating in the half back line, fed it to Seamus, a bit too high. Seamus couldn't keep it in play. Line ball, a soft line ball to Galway. Out comes Joe Canning.
Yeah, bad call by Declan. I think he should, when he got that ball, he should just cleared it up the field.
Davy Fitzgerald issuing the instructions. Joe Canning coming out to take it. Waterford subs warming up: Richie Foley, Maurice Shanahan, Owen McGrath down at the Killeen end here near the Thurles Sarsfield clubhouse, as Joe Canning really looking for a daisy for this one. He'll go for a point again. He's 3 points on the scoreboard. Could well put one over from the sideline. This is a beauty. It's a great ball, but it's pulling left and wide again. He's gone for 3, he's missed 3, let off for Waterford. Score remains 5 points apiece.
Yeah, you know what you say, Kieran might be right. I mean, that's very wasteful. I mean, they're brilliant cuts, they're going great distance, but they're not going over the bar and going wide, and now it's a puck out for Clinton. And so if you're a Galway inside forward, you'd be very frustrated by that.
Yeah, Clinton with the puck out, this time it's straight down the middle, looking for his clubmate from Ardmore. Seamus goes high, but it beats Seamus and the defender, but Fergal Moore clears for Galway. Galway on the attack, ball into the left hand corner, running across is Aidan Ringo Kearney. That's great play by the Talaman. Hand passes the ball back to Clinton Hennessy. Clinton steadying himself, hand passes it back to Kearney. Kearney doing well, coming out the wing. Leaves it for Murphy. Murphy gets the clearance in, cut off there by Kevin Hines. Demands from the Sarsfield club. He's under pressure. Farrer comes in to try and pick up the breaking ball in the middle of the field there. Good hard play from the Waterford defenders coming in, and attackers for that matter, and I think the referee Kerwin will have to throw it in. But I like the way Waterford are hunting in packs. They're not leaving a Galway man any space. Dermot Kerwin going to throw it in. 12 minutes gone, it's 5 points apiece, or 21 minutes gone, 5 points apiece. Ball thrown in there into a melee of players. Why he only didn't leave just 2 there, I don't know, but ball goes in again. This could be dangerous. Healy has it, hand passes back to the centre forward, Cyril Donlan, inside the 65. That's good tracking back by Seamus Prendergast. Out comes Tony Brown there. Two players looking for the one ball, and in the end, neither gets it, and it could well be a Galway man get it. Again, players slip to the ground. Who picks up the breaking ball? Jamie Nagle bursts away with it. Hand passes there to Malumphey. Malumphey wasn't really ready for it, but a Galway man was. A Galway man is John Lee. Hard shoulder on John Lee there, and it's going to be a free for Galway there, but a bit of miscalling there. Two Waterford players going for the one ball. In the end, it's going to be free for Galway, but a lot of players going for the one ball there. Yeah,
Jamie Nagle did very well. Came out of that melee of players with the ball in his hand, tried to hand pass it to Stephen Lumphey, but he wasn't ready. But as you say, the intensity from both teams, to be fair, has been absolutely huge. This is bang in the middle of the field now for Joe Canning.
22 and a half minutes gone. Peter Queally urging the guys on. We're 4 on his back. As Joe Canning prepares to take this free middle of the field, Tom Byrne, that Ballyduff man, has covered more of the grass with those bottles of water than any of the players at this stage. Canning taking his time with this one, but there's a hold up and play inside. Not quite sure who's injured. I think it's Aidan Kearney, and Peter Kerwin is in there. So too is Mark Rowe with his shorts on this afternoon, Dr. Mark Rowe. But Kearney doing very well, we mentioned earlier, and he'd be a big loss if anything has to happen. But I think it seems to be a hand injury is Ringo's problem, but the ref telling Joe Canning go back with the ball. Joe was going for a bit of a walk there with the sliotar there, and referee Diarmaid Kerwin reminds him of where the free happened. Thankfully Ringo's okay. He's wearing 7, he's playing at full back and doing very well. Attention now to Joe Canning. It's 5 points apiece. Canning is 3 points, and the linesman asked him there to bring it back. He went a bit walkabout. It's from his own 65.
Yeah, he'll still have the range, but it's over.
A 90-yarder, well within his capabilities. The wind is behind him. It's dead straight in front of goal, and I'm sure should be no problem for the Portumna ace. The LIT student catches it, looks a good one, and sails over the bar. Clinton Hennessy puts up the hurley, but it sails over the bar. Galway go back in front, 6 points to 5, 24 minutes gone.
Yeah, anywhere at all, you know, from 100 yards in with Joe Canning, if you give away a free, there's a good chance he's going to punish you.
3:36, of course, a lot of his play in this year's championship, that includes the runaway victory over Laois, but 1-1 in these last 3 games from play, so definitely he's a man, if you hold it from play but don't give away those frees, is the most important thing. From the puck out, ball won by Shane Casey. That's good play by the Dunhill man. Drives it into the corner. Milan runs onto a breaking ball, trying to get his hand to it. So 2 or 2 Galway defender, but the referee says with one hand on the hurley, one hand a bit harsh it looks from here. Free out relief for Galway. Fergal Moore to take it. Minor star of 99 and 2000, younger brother of Cahill, the 26-year-old there, and the referee brings the ball up. A bit of dissension by Waterford, and Moore brings the ball up. The Waterford support not happy with that as Fergal Moore drives it in 20 metres out from the Waterford goal. Goal breaks, and who's first to react to it? Clinton Hennessy. Oh my God, he was just trying to flick it away there. A bit of too cool by Clinton, and gets it in the second attempt. Out as far as Ringo. Aidan Kearney driving it upfield, first time hurling from the Talloman. Prendergast goes high with a man who comes away with his Ali Canning, small in stature but big in heart, gets it to Damien Hayes, his clubmate from Portumna. Hayes should put it over, and he does. That's a super score, set up by Canning, finished by Hayes, and the car salesman and part-time farmer sends it over the bar. Good score by Hayes, but really Waterford, it was very harsh on Milan over here a few minutes ago.
Yeah, harsh Milan, but a great ball out by Ali Canning again, showing all his experience. Didn't just cant the ball into the full forward and looked up, spotted his man, perfect pass.
Puck out by Clinton Hennessy. 25 minutes gone. You're listening to our Snow Cream big match. Wherever you're listening to us, I hope you're enjoying it. From the puck out, the ball goes out over the line there. Was it carried out by Seamus Prendergast? I think it was. The linesman over on the far side. Looks like Kelly from Westmeath, the well-known referee. He's the linesman on the far side, but it's going to be a line ball. Farher going out to take it, to convert it forward. The man from Castlegar, made famous by the great Connolly brothers. Of course, Joe now one of the selectors of the backroom team, captain of the team way back in 1980. Farrer takes it, drills it across the half-back line. Who's first to react to it? Looks like Damien Hayes again, really on song, using his pace, using his speed. Goes for a long one, it's going to drop short, could be dangerous. Clinton keeps his eye on it. That's great play by the Ardmore man. Gets his clearance away to Tony Brown, the Mount Simon, inside his own 45, drives it straight down, route 1, looking for John Milan. Bat it down, but the man who picks it up is Fergal Moore, doing well in his sweeping capacity into half-back and sends it backward interest to an unmarked Damien Hayes. It could be very dangerous. Goes out to Andy Smith. The number 12 has it. Smith has it. Turns, should stick it over, and he does. First score for Andy Smith. Good scoring chance for Waterford at one end, but come back and punished by Andy Smith on the other, stretching the Galway lead 7 points to 5. Good score, Andy Smith.
Yeah, Tony Brown had cleared the ball from one end side of the field. His man had drifted over to the far side of the field. He was all alone. Easy score.
Clinton with the puck out. This time it's down the right hand side. Moran goes high, fails the hole. Ball breaks towards Jamie Nagle. What can he do with it? Surrounded by two players. In comes Shane O'Sullivan, pulls it first time. In towards Casey, the corner forward downhill. In there also is Seamus Prendergast, and Malia players now. 30 metres out. Casey gets a boot away to John Milan. He's going to go on one of his runs. Ollie Canning is with him. Milan over the shoulder, but again with no angle. Right hand side, not his favourite, and the roar from the Galway crowd tells its own story. It goes right and wide. 8 points. It's 8 points to 5. Galway leading by 3.
Yeah, John Milan was under a lot of pressure, moving away back from goal, out in the wing on his bad side.
27 minutes gone. You're listening to our Snowcring Big Match live on WLR FM. From the puck out, it's almost gone the length of the field. Damien Hayes over fighting for again. This could be dangerous. Ball goes to Joe Canning from a difficult angle. Oh, it's a great score by Joe Canning, but Clinton was sure it was gone wide. All the Waterford defenders were sure it's gone wide, but the umpire was adamant. He waves a white flag.
Yeah,
different one to call.
Usually, you know, there's 4 or 5 Waterford players from Destiny. You usually know instinctively from players' reactions if it is really a wide. And
I think the referee, Diarmaid Kerwin, is going in there. Is he just calling the players, or?
I think he's calling Clinton Hennessy aside. He's going to give him a booking, I'd say, for verbal abuse at the umpire, I think. But you certainly know about players' reactions.
All of the full back line reacted simultaneously.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But there's one referee, he set us over the bar. Galway got 5 points in front. Davy Fitzgerald pacing the line, the man from 6 Mile Bridge. Many big day with Clare.
There's 2 crucial decisions here. One in the first, one for Owen Kelly was waved wide, and one for Joe Canning was waved over. You know, that makes a 2-point gap.
28.5 minutes gone. Clinton with the puck out for Waterford, dropping it towards the 45. Seamus Prendergast waiting under it. Can he hold on to it? Slips to the ground. The man who picks it up was Farragher, showing great determination, the midfielder. Putting Galway on the attack. Cut off by Steve Malumphey. That's good play by Malumphey in the middle of the field for Waterford. Being hard tussled by Farragher. Tries to boot the ball away to Shane Casey, the under 21 star. Flicks it ahead into space, but the man coming out for it is Healy. Healy trying to come away with it. Kelly doing well to battle hard, but a wild pull there by Seamus Prendergast on the ground. Kelly is down on the ground as well. It's going to be free for the Galway men. They lead by 4, and they're starting to take control. 29 minutes gone. 9 points to 5. Galway 4 points up, and with a free on their own 45. Kelly picks himself up okay. The linesman has gone in. Mark Rowe went in, and Peter Kerwin, the physio, but everybody seems to be okay. A bit of booing.
Yeah, well, I think the Waterford crowd aren't happy. They feel that there's a couple of frees now have gone against Waterford, and you know, there's an argument to be made for that.
Farragher goes with the free, strikes it long, straight down. Up goes Brickwald, face the hole, and the ball breaks down. It could be dangerous, but swinging back is Jamie Nagle. That's good covering by the Dungarvan man, the man from the Dacia Golf. Sends it out to his middle field to Malumphey. It's knocked down by John Lee. Lee gets on as far as Farragher. Farragher from a trusty left and sends it over the bar. Galway now going into top gear. Farragher, normally a forward, relishing out in the middle of the field, but Lee made the vital interception there, knocked it down to Farragher. He takes it over the bar. This double scores 10 points to 5.
Yeah, Farragher's playing very well in midfield there, and as you say, double scores 10 points to 5. You know, it's crucial now that Waterford get a couple of scores before half time.
This stage we say hello to all listening to us in New York, Australia and Italy. My own daughter Michelle and Galway boyfriend Shane. I'm sure the Galway man is the happier. From the puck out, Ollie Canning wins out towards the middle of the field, cut by Tony Brown. That's good play by Browner inside the 65 there, and wins a free there. That's good determination by the experienced Brown, the oldest man on the field, 36 years of age. Going to take the free quickly there, but Andy Smith stands in front of him and he takes his time. The drizzle starting again here in Thurles. Limerick got through in the first match. Who's going through in the second? That looks at Galway at the moment, leading 10 points to 5. John McIntyre on the sideline, hands on hips. Tony Brown lobs it in. Waterford with the win. Seamus Prendergast there being pulled and dragged by John Lee, and the referee gives Waterford a free there. Well overdue, one would have to say. It's going to be free 25 minutes out.
He gets a very ironic cheer then from the Waterford crowd.
So Kelly is taking his time with this one. Will he go for a goal? Will he tap it over? There's 5 points between the sides. I suppose with 31 minutes gone, he should tap it over, but Kelly, a bit like Paul Flynn, he could go for one.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he should tap it over, but the way he's standing up to it, it looks like he might be going for it.
There's 5 in the Galway goal mouth. In the middle is Colm Canlan, but he's taking his time with this one. I think he got the instruction to tap it over into the terraces, the vacated terrace as it goes, but over the bar. 10 points to 6. Kelly gets number 4.
Yeah, simple tap over, right decision. Bring it back to 4 points.
Colin Cannon with the puck out, the 27-year-old. Developed late in his career, but has really made it as the number 1 man. Sends it straight down the middle. Brick Walsh goes high again, face the hole, running onto breaking ball. Sweeping across is Tony Brown. Oh, desperate hand pass straight into the pad of Angus Callan. This could be a goal. Callan takes a shot. Oh, brilliantly saved by Clinton Hennessy. Tony Brown had all the time in the world, was hand passing back, didn't look over his shoulder. Callan got it and straight in on goal. Great save, Clinton Hennessy.
Yeah. Brilliant save by Clinton, but suicide stuff there from Tony going back, probably should have hand-passed the ball out, went to go hand-pass it back to Clinton and intercepted by a Galway man, and a fantastic save by Clinton.
Oh, the quantity severe there. Angus Callan was in on goal there, but a brilliant save as always. A lot of criticism from some quarters about Clinton Hennessy, but my God, he's never left Waterford down on the big day. Stood tall and saved a certain goal. It's a 65, but Canning should put it over. It's 10 points to 6. Canning should stretch their league once again to 5 points. Galway leading 10 points to 6. Should make no mistake. Bread and butter for Joe Canning. Point number 6. The LIT student, one of it's given, of course, under Davy Fitzgerald, but give him half a chance and he'll punish you.
Yeah, from absolutely anywhere. He just tapped it over. 65 tapped it over as if it was just target practice. Simple stuff for a player of his ability.
See Jim D down there with the notebook, but no changes, I'm sure, before half time, but it could be ones made in the dressing room. From the puck out, won by Damien Joyce, gets it across to Ali Canning, the captain, the Portumna man, under pressure there from Kevin Moran. Moran gets it back to Milan. What will he do? Will he go on one of his runs? Oh, he got it literally across the hands there from Owen Lynch there, the Portumna man, but play on to the referee. In comes Owen Kelly. That's good play by Kelly there, and Ali Canning there, a bit free with the hurley there once again, but Milan got it right across the knuckles there from Owen Lynch, but the referee going across, I think he's going to have a word with
Lynch again. Actually, he went in a second time on Owen Kelly, and now he's getting either a black book or a yellow card for this one.
Yeah, he's a hardware merchant, but he's a hardware performer, I'll tell you that now. But it's a free for Waterford. A yellow card for Owen Lynch, normally midfielder with Portumna, now trying to make the number 7 shirt his own, but Owen Kelly is holding his knuckles as well. He felt that one, but it's a free. It's about a few metres in from the side on a difficult angle. If Kelly can get it, he'll bring it back to 4 points. Jim Landers down as the official on the sideline as always, wearing the green blazer similar to those you'd see in Wimbledon for the tennis, but there's going to be 2 minutes of additional time as Owen Kelly keeps up the concentration. He's already scored 4. Has he pulled it? No, it's gone over the bar. It's number 5 for Kelly. Good scoring by Kelly. All frees have been pretty difficult, and his eye is in. 34 minutes gone. 11 points to 7.
The disappointing thing of
Galway by 4.
Seamus Brennan, I guess, is the only forward to score from play, I think, in the first 34 minutes. That'll be disappointing for David Fitzgerald at half time.
Colin Cannon with the puck out. The Galway man dropping inside the 65. Batted down by Brick Walsh. Seamus Prendergast picks up. His shot is well blocked down there by Angus Callan, battling hard. The Lee Mellows man from the city, All-Ireland under-21 medalist, of course, the 24-year-old, puts it out over the line ball to Waterford. Shane O'Sullivan, his 2 nephews involved with the Waterford minors, a nephew involved with the under-21, and the grandparents Lillian and Pat. I'd say you wouldn't get prouder at the moment, and delighted to have Shane on. Older brother Billy, of course, was here 10 years ago when Waterford played Galway in the quarter-final. Good cut, but cut off inside by Farrer, who's all alone. Opens the shoulder, sends it long, going to drop in the middle of the field. They go high. Who's first to the breaking ball? Good play by Jamie Nagle. First time in towards Kevin Moore, trying to get away to Canning, but Fergal Moore there, quick out of the traps, gets it away to Angus Callan. Callan has the ball, gone inside the 65, falls to the ground. Waterford players come in. Who's first to get it? And a free for Waterford there. Again, punishing the player who goes to the ground. Callan went down, happened to Tony Brown earlier, and referee gives the free to Waterford. Coney going to take a quick one, and again I know the Galway players, when you go to take a quick one, they're in on top of you, and definitely the ref should be quick enough to give 10 yards for that, but Tony Brown takes it inside his own 65. He's going long, he could strike it over. Oh, it's dropped under the crossbar there, looked to be going over. Callan does well, held up in that wind that Waterford are playing against. Callan clears his lines to Fergal Healy, out to Damien Joyce, the WIT student, back to Healy, sends the ball across, looking for Niall Healy. Owen Murphy goes across, slips to the ground. This could be dangerous for Waterford. The Galway men have it. Andy Smith trying to get onto his stick. Who gets into the hand? I think it's Tony Brown coming out with the ball, knocked to the ground, and a free out for Waterford. Great play by Browner, the 36-year-old there, but it's real intense there. Murphy had the ball under pressure from Niall Healy, and in the end squirts it out, free out and relief for Waterford. But good play, Tony Brown.
Yeah, good play, Tony. We complimented the Waterford forwards on their work rate, and you'd have to say the same about Galway. Every time a Waterford back gets the ball, the Galway forward is all over them, and I think that's something that John McIntyre has brought to this Galway team this year, and something an area where they've been weak in the past.
11 points to 7. Tony Brown going to lob it in around the kitchen. Seamus Prendergast gone in around the edge of the square. They go high. Seamus grabs it, turns. What can he do with it? Looking to try and offload it. Back to Owen Kelly. He doubles on it and sends it over the bar. It looks from here again. Fergal from here, I'd swear it was over.
Yeah. That's 3 decisions now in terms of points. 2 for Owen Kelly that have been disallowed, 1 for Joe Cannon that he's got. That's a 3-point gap.
Ball came back, he pulled on it first time, but everyone's reaction was over the bar.
And we
were dead in line. Referee blows his whistle for half time. A lot of booing from the Waterford supporters. They're not happy with some of the decisions, but the scoreboard is the one that counts. Galway 11, Waterford 7. Join us for first half analysis and all the action of the second half after the break.
Very hard. Obviously they were looking to get away with when Tony Brown gave the ball away to Angus Callan there just before half time. One thing I'd be worried about from a Waterford point of view is Joe Canning has a height advantage and a reach advantage over Aidan Kearney. You'll have noticed that.
Like a score has gone against it that shouldn't, or you've missed a score that you should have got, so that could end up having a major bearing in this game before the game.
So we know we've listeners all over the world. Out in Texas we have Dermot Lee, he listens to us. Out in Australia we've the Hickeys in New York, we've Eugene Brophy, John Phelan, Pat Phelan, as I said in Italy earlier, Michelle and Shane and Orr tuned in. Over in London, the great Paddy Mescal of Capperquin. Health hasn't been the best with Paddy, but he says if Waterford make it to Croke Park he'll be back. He's at the Waterford Men's Association. And also we've the Rockets and Dunphys and Powers in Bulgaria, Owen Fanning in Perth in Australia.
Half again, showed he threw his body in front of it, was very, very brave, and if that goal had gone in, I think the half-time scoreline would have been different and we would face a major uphill battle in the second half.
Don't forget there's a Dacia Dog Night, Club Dacia, Big Night, UTD Web Design, new company in Waterford. They sponsor Big Night. It's in aid of the training of all our county teams, minor and 21 and seniors. The 8th of August, Kilcorn Park. Club Dacia are involved, and why not support? So ball is in, 30 minutes to the side. If Waterford can make it back to an All-Ireland semi-final, it's 11 points to 7 and all to play for. Sun comes out in Semple Stadium. Waterford playing from left to right against this wind, not quite as strong as it was in the first half, but definitely it's against Waterford in the second half. Ball booted on by Seamus Prendergast to John Milan in space, 20 metres out. He's going to go on one of his runs, takes his shot, drills it low. Oh, brilliantly saved by Colin Callanan there, did very well there. Milan went for a rasper, Callanan was down and clears his lines. Inspirational save by the Galway keeper. Ball out to the middle of the field, sent down by Angus Callanan, drops it in around the edge of the square, running onto his Niall Healy, cut off well by Owen Murphy. That's great play by the Shamrocks man. Gets it out to Big Decky Prendergast. Yardmore man opens the shoulder, sends it long towards Kevin Moore, snaps it well outside the 45, turns on the sixpence, takes his shot. That's a great score by Kevin Moore. Point number 2 for the Big De La Salle Moon Tour. That's a great score by Kevin Moore. Good first time hurling, hot turn, second score, and brings it back 11 points to 8, just 2-1, one goal between the sides.
Yeah, it's a great score by Kevin Moore, and to be fair to him, he's been in a position that he's not used to. He's been one of our best players today.
Waterford, to see some of the supporters making their way in for the second half. They weren't happy with the referee in the second half, but now it's up to the players on the field. From the puck out, well won again by Angus Callanan. Hand passes the ball back to John Lee, the centre back. Dropped up around the 45, plucked out here by Tony Brown. Going for a long one, hooked well from behind, with Tony battling hard. In comes Shane O'Sullivan. That's great play, O'Sullivan. Offloads it to Kevin Moore. Kevin Moore sends a first touch into John Milan. Can he control this one? He has it in front of Ollie Canning. Ollie holding on to the hurley, and Milan turns to the All-Star. Canning has 3 All-Stars, Milan has 1, and the way he's playing, he deserves another, and definitely showed Owen Kelly takes his time with this free. Great play, John Milan out in front of his marker, foul, free for Owen Kelly.
And that's a fantastic tussle, arguably the best corner forward and the best corner back in the country marking each other. To be fair, John Milan hasn't scored from play yet, but he has won a couple of frees. Ollie Canning is doing a very good job on John Milan. There's very few cornerbacks in the country could hold John Milan scoreless.
Joe Kennedy runs on with the magic bottle, the man from Kill, as Owen Kelly takes this free. 11 points to 8 on the 45, drills it over the crossbar. He's in the groove this evening. Point number 6. Mum Joan and Dan will be proud of that. Good score again by Kelly. He's back to 2 points, 11 points to 9. We wanted a good start. We've got 2.5 minutes gone in the second half. Davy Fitzgerald there, hold up and play there. Is this a big gamesmanship by Galway? Waterford on a bit of a run, and the wing back there has gone down. Looks like Owen Lynch receiving a bit of attention there as Waterford, Galway. John McIntyre down there did it with Tipperary as a player, involved as a manager with Offaly for 3 years, now back in Galway. Of course, he's editor of the Tribune there. He's Joe Connolly in his backroom team. He also is John Hardiman, coached at and right to all those titles. A lot of experience on both lines, but for Davy Fitzgerald and his men, this is it now, Fergal. We have to drive on. Just 3 minutes gone in the second half. 2 points between the sides, all to play for.
Yes, exactly the start we were looking for. We were 4 points down. If Galway come out and got the first 2 points, it would have been a 6 point gap. It's now back to 2, all to play for.
Whistling going on all around there. People not happy with what's happening out to the physio there, all the way from Canada with the Galway team. She's big into cycling, I believe, but she's a big hit, I believe, with the Galway players as well, Fergal. So yes, Damien Joyce, actually WIT student, playing at wing back, wearing 2. He's okay as Galway goalkeeper prepares to pick out. Colin Canlan, new player, came into the scene in 07, late developer, but my God, he's turned out to be a great keeper. Lost last year's county final to Portumna. Gets the ball out to the middle of the field. Farrer tries to pull it. Ball breaks instead to his midfield partner, Kevin Hines. He flicks it through into Joe Canning. This could be dangerous if the big man gets it in his hands. He does get in his hand. Foul by Aidan Ringo Kearney and a free in for the Galway man. Didn't get it on the first touch, got it on the second. Foul by Kearney. Should be just a tap over for the big Galway man.
And to be fair to Joe Canning, he won that free himself. He hadn't been winning too many of the frees, particularly against Cork. He got great credit, but didn't win many of the frees himself. Won that free himself, and he's going to tap it over the bar now.
So Canning takes his time with this one, hitting into the Killeen end. Wind to his back, should make no mistake. Sticks it over the bar. Number 7 for Canlan stretches the lead once again to 3 points. It's 12 points to 9. 4.5 minutes gone. From the puck out, Seamus Prendergast near the sideline, drives it across, but only straight into big John Lee, the centre back. The medical student gets it out to centre forward, Cyril Donlan. That's good play by Donlan on the 65. He still has possession. Sends the ball inside. This could be dangerous. Damien Hayes on the run, and the part-time farmer and car salesman sticks it over the bar. He may be breeding donkeys up in Portumna, but he's a fair man. Put the ball in front of him, Fergal. He'll do damage.
Yeah, and Damien Hayes is doing very well. That's the second point from play, and that's our 2 points that we got in the start of the first half there, nullified back to 4 points.
Clinton down the middle of the field. It's 13 points to 9. 5 minutes gone in the second half. The All-Ireland quarter-final. Whoever wins at the semi-final, whoever is beaten, the year is over. Waterford have possession there, but lose it again. Declan Prendergast lose the ball. And then first time this could be in. Out comes Clinton Hennessy, smothers it well. That's good play by Clinton. Being tackled hard by Damien Hayes. Can he get his clearance in? He does. Sends it out to the middle of the field, up near Kevin Moore, and Kevin goes high, and a hard tussle with Owen Lynch. Coming back to cover is Kevin Hines. That's good play by the midfielder. The man from SARS gets it on to centre forward, Cyril Donlan. Donlan drills it inside to Hayes. Coming across to Noel Connors. Push on the back on the passage man. That's good play again by young Noel Connors. For a young man of 19 years of age, he's great positional sense. Won that ball well. Hayes fouls, free out relief for Waterford.
Yeah, that's the key to Noel Connors. Great positional sense. Got out in front of Damien Hayes, and Damien Hayes is a very fast player, so to be out in front of him is a fair feat.
Clinton Hennessy takes the free very quickly. Lynch comes across. Owen Lynch doesn't control it, but the ball breaks to John Milan over the shoulder. He hit it on the run there, didn't steady himself. Left and wide. Wide number 4 for Waterford. Galway have 6, but it's scoreboard that counts. 13 points to Galway, 9 points to Waterford. Subs being warmed up down under us. Big Dan being warmed up. See Gary Hurney down there with Ken McGrath. Difficult for players like that to sit it out through injury, but they're encouraging the boys on in blue and white. From the puck out, well won by Declan Prendergast. The egg contractor sends the ball in, cut off inside well by Eugene McEntee, settling in well in full back instead of Kavanagh. Gets it out to Damien Joyce, going on one of his runs. He's out towards the middle of the field. It's still Damien Joyce. The WIT man drills it across, looking for Joe Canning. It could be dangerous. Ball gone side to Niall Healy. He's gone inside his marker. Was he tripped? He seemed to get tangled there on Owen Murphy there, and in the end it's going to be free in there, and that was a hard look on Murphy there. Healy was gone away, their boots literally got tangled. Healy hits the deck, and referee Kerwin is going to give the free in, but a lot of the Waterford defenders back chatting with referee Kerwin. It's not helping our call, but I think Owen Murphy's name will go into the little red book. But in fairness to Murphy, I think he just got tangled.
Yeah, it happens, but I think to be fair to referees, well, you have to give it. Niall Healy was clean through on goal. I don't think Owen Murphy deliberately tripped him, but their legs tangling. When the forward is through on goal, the referee has no choice. Owen Murphy's got a yellow card, which might be a little bit harsh. He probably saw it as a professional foul. If he saw it that way, he has to give the yellow card. Joe Canning is
lining up for this one. It's 13 points to 9. He's going for a goal. He's having a run. He's taking his shot. Oh, sends it over the bar. Into the Killeen end. Nobody up there except the TV cameraman. And the white flag goes up. It's number 8 for Canning. Stretches their lead. It's 14 points to 9. Waterford under 21 final on Wednesday night in the Farrar Field. The minors have won a Munster title. Can the seniors lift themselves now? They trail by 5 points. Galway driving hard. Ball now with Cyril Donlan. The Pádraig Pearse man drills the ball in low, looking for Hayes. It's Hayes and Connors. Hayes gets it out in front. Connors swings back. Great play by the cornerback. The teenager coming out with the ball. Was he fouled? Play on, says the referee. Tony Brown comes in to help. The experienced man takes it from the teenager, drills it towards the middle of the field. Shane O'Sullivan tries to bring it down. Running onto breaking ball is Malumphey. The lieutenant gone on one of his runs from the 65-metre line. Kicks it in to O'Kelly. O'Kelly flicks the ball through. Pulls to the ground. The play on, says the referee inside. The Waterford crowd roar with disapproval, but there's only one referee. He says play on. Galway on the attack. Cyril Donlan out to Farrar. Lovely bit of skill by the midfielder. Goes for a long one. Sends it right and wide. Wide number 7 there, but again Kelly seemed to be knocked to the ground, and the Waterford supporters not happy with referee Kerwin. Yeah,
he had flicked the ball on. I think he flicked it on too far anyway. I'm not sure if he would have got to it, but he certainly looked like he was full back.
Maurice Shanahan comes on. Jamie Nagle called ashore. Didn't work out for the Daisha Golfman this afternoon, but Morris gets his chance, playing well in training, did well for the under-21s, 13 points, younger brother of Dan. Morris is one man, could light it up. He's really his confidence up at the moment, good talented player, and Morris is a man that would love an occasion like this.
So I think it's Kevin Moore gone out to midfield and Maurice Shannon gone in wing forward in place of Kevin Moore.
Yeah, it looks like Malumphey's gone to still at centre forward, and Seamus at left half. Milan is at full forward, Kelly top at the left and top at the right, Shane Casey. Line ball to the Galway man. Farrar gone back to take it. That's a great line ball by the midfielder. Drop inside the Waterford 45. Who's first to react with the ball breaks? Looks like Donlan. Takes the ball, doesn't strike it well. Oh, well saved by Clinton Hennessy. Steady as ever, coolness personified. I'm sure they're listening to us out in the White Horses. Ball up towards Maurice Shannon, flicks it on to Kelly. Lovely bit of touch by Morris. Flicked ahead to John Milan in space. He's gone inside the 20-metre line, near the end line. Can he keep it in play from a difficult angle? Takes his shot. Oh, sends it right and wide. Wide number 5 for Waterford. But score remains 14 points to 9. Good to see Maurice Shanahan involved. Held the head well. Flicked it on to John Milan. Milan ran out of angle from an impossible angle, right and wide.
Yeah, I think Waterford, Kieran, if we're going to win this game, we're going to need a goal. And unfortunately, in this game so far and in the previous 2 games, goals we found very hard to come by.
Puck out by the Galway man, dropped inside the 45. Well won by Shane O'Sullivan, but his shot is blocked down by the industrious Andy Smith. Andy Smith sends the ball across. It could be dangerous for Waterford. Running back is Aidan Kearney, being chased by Joe Canning. Ringo goes down for slips to the ground. Joe Canning tries to push it away. Ball still in no man's land just inside the Waterford 20-metre line. Danger here for Waterford. Referee Kerwin going in. Joe Canning is on the ground, so too is Niall Healy. And Declan Prendergast is back there as well, and I think the referee will have to throw it in on the 20-metre line. But again, I hope he moves the players away. There's a crowd of players. If you drop it into a crowd of players, you're looking for more trouble. Drops it in. Who gets it into his hand? Declan Prendergast trying to get it in. So too is Brick Walsh in there, still outside the 20-metre line. Joe Canning is the man who comes in, flicks it in, drills it in, dangerous into Healy. Healy near the end line. What does he do with it? Turns back to his trusty left. Well blocked down by Owen Murphy. Covering back Brick Walsh. That's great swooping by the centre back. Gets it out to Murph. Murph opens the shoulder, sends it long up towards John Lee, who's all alone. He bats it down to Farrar. Centre back to midfield. Farrar with a strike. That's great hurling from Galway. Lee, the centre back, the Colossus this afternoon again. Bats it down into Farrar. He says thank you very much, over the bar. Great score for Galway, 15 points to 9.
Yeah, very clever bat down from John Lee and a great score from Ger Farrar. Ger Farrar's having an excellent game for Galway midfield.
The medical student from NUIG lording it at centre back from the puck out. Ball won by Kevin Hines, the midfielder. The LIT student swings the ball across. Again, Brick Walsh trying to pick it up in a crowd of players. Ball breaks towards Tony Brown. flicking back for it. That's good play by Browner. The 36-year-old gets his ball up the side of 45. Milan goes high in a hard tussle with Owen Lynch. Can Milan get his hand? And he does. He's got away from Lynch, dragged to the ground, free in on the sideline. Covered stand side. New stand side is a free in for Waterford near the sideline. Milan had the pace on Lynch, dragged to the ground. It's a free out in the sideline. And again, it's a bit harsh to Milan because had he got around Lynch, there was oceans of space in front of him.
John Milan hasn't scored from play yet, Kieran, but he has won about 4 frees that Owen Kelly has put over, so his contribution to the game is still significant, albeit not as significant maybe as in the other games.
So Kelly takes his time with this one. 6 points on the scoreboard, very near the sideline, an acute angle for the passage man, and he makes no mistake. It's number 7 for Kelly, keeping Waterford in touch. 15 points to 10. It's back to a 5-point game. We said it at half time. This goal needs a game, and particularly Waterford need a goal.
Yeah, I think if Galway get a goal, they'll kill off the game. They'll go 8-9 points up at that stage, and the game will be nearly over. But Waterford badly need a goal. But as I say, they haven't looked like scoring so far in this game.
Callan with the puck out, a safety officer, doing well so far from a safety point of view, leaving in no goals. Gets it out towards the middle of the field. Declan Prendergast snaps. Declan flicking hand to Seamus, but Seamus losing. The way comes Owen Lynch with the ball. Shane O'Sullivan comes in and wins a 60-40 ball, but well won aside by Ollie Canning, the poor tournament. The 33-year-old drops in around the edge of the square. Joe, the younger brother, has it. He's got inside his marker. Joe takes his shot and sends it over the bar. Goal opportunity there, well won by Ollie Canning there. Great determination by Canning. Lovely quick ball up to younger brother Joe. Joe sticks it over the bar. They go back 6 in front, 16 points to 10. Good score, Joe Canning. Point number 9 for the full forward. And Galway stretching their lead from the puck out. Davy stands motionless on the sideline, arms folded. Morris Geary, part of the backroom team. Jim D is there. The notebook is out. Not sure will there be a few changes. I'm sure we'll see some personnel changes. Galway. Their footballers were beaten, but Galway is the shout from the supporters down under us. They can sense something special this year. John McIntyre has driven them on. They've beaten Laois. They've beaten Clare. They've beaten Cork, and now doing well against Waterford. They lead by 6. Ball from the line ball. Ollie Canning, a lovely 1-2 there with Damien Joyce. He sends it upfield, covering back to Brick Walsh. Steady himself. What can he do with it? Drills the ball low, looking for John Milan outside the 65. Leads the ball through to Shane Casey. And in the end, the man who runs back is Fergal Moore. The wing back, all alone. Gets the clearance. Good play by Moore. Dropping side of Waterford 45. They're battling hard for it. There's 2-3 players there. Tony Brown is there, but the man who picks it up is Damien Hayes. The motor salesman, second-hand motors is his stuff, but he's a first-class player as the ball goes in around the corners. Could be Dan, gone inside to Angus Callan. Oh, he fumbled it and covering back is Murph. That's good play by the Knockenour man. No tractors cutting corn today, I can tell you. They're here today cheering on their proud son from Knockenour. Clinton sends it the length of the field up towards Maurice Shanahan and John Lee, the young and the old, but Lee wins the ball, carries it over the line. That's good determination by young Maurice Shanahan. Kept the pressure on John Lee. Line ball to Waterford inside the 45.
Yeah, and to be fair, Maurice Shannon has made a good impact since he's came in, but good pressure. John Lee pushed him out over the side and line ball to Waterford.
50 years since Waterford won the All-Ireland. Frankie Walsh led Waterford to a great victory. Owen Kelly takes this free, but 50 years is a long time, too long, many people say, but we'll follow the play. Line ball taken, cut off by Ollie Canning, gets it out to the 45 to John Lee to Farragher, who's always available for his long ball. He drives it in long, could be dangerous, inside the edge of the square, well read by Clinton Hennessy, and passes the ball away to Ringo, the man who won Hartley in All-Ireland with St. Coleman's works up for my, but very much a proud Waterman. The Talaman sends it long up to Shane Casey near the 20-metre line. Bobbles out over the line ball to Galway. Barry Kelly, the linesman, well-known referee, he signals a line ball to the Galway man 20 metres out. There's 16 minutes gone, 6 points between the sides. We need this goal urgently, Fergal.
Yeah, the referee has gone in to talk to the umpire. Something went on back there, and full-back Eugene McEntee isn't happy with whatever happened. So this could be interesting as to what happens here.
Once again, we say hello to all the people listening, Waterford people all over the world. Of course, a big night on Wednesday night. Don't forget, we're live from the Farrfield Wednesday night for an under-21 match. But Maurice Shanahan's name is going into the little red book there. Didn't see what happened.
Something happened because Eugene McEntee was on the ground. He's got a
yellow card for young Morris there. You know he's fired up coming in. The Blackwater student of old, of course. Fruit merchant now with Willie Kiley. You'd see Morris in the van, working hard diligently as always. I think the referee's putting the name of Owen Kelly in as well there, but the Waterford players a bit of indiscipline by Waterford. Second yellow card, Owen Kelly's name goes in. 16 points to 10. My stopwatch reads 17 minutes gone in the second half. We've had a few stoppages. John McIntyre looks on. took over, of course, from the great Ger Loughnane, but can he lead them to the promised land? That's an All-Ireland semi-final if you're a Galway man. Shane O'Sullivan from the line ball. Good win by the Ballygunner man. Stalemate in the middle of the field. Bobbles around. Farher pulls in the first time. Great play by Farher. Ball going aside to Damien Hayes. Oh, that's a lovely bit of skill by Hayes. He's a speed merchant. Gone on one of his runs. Trying to go away from the old Connors. Tony Brown coming in as well. Hayes is still there, but well cut off by Tony Brown. That's great play by Browner. Scoops it back to Clinton Hennessy. Clinton now under pressure from Hayes. Gets his clearance in. Out to an unmarked Shane O'Sullivan. On the far sideline. Opens the shoulder. Sends it long, but straight into a man in maroon and white who bats down. Seamus Prendergast runs on to a breaking ball. Moran comes in to try and help. 45 minutes out. Moran gone on one of his runs. Gone inside the 45. Still Kevin Moore. Kelly is backed off him. Gets it to him. Kelly, but a bit away from goal. Kelly is thrown away near the Sarsfield's corner here. All stand side. Swings the ball back. Still with possession for Ward. Here's Maurice Shanahan there. 2-3 players going for it. Good hard shoulder by Seamus Prendergast on Farrer. Ball breaks to Maurice Shanahan. Maurice Shanahan goes once. Did he overplay? Play on, says the referee. That's great play by Maurice. Dragged to the ground. But play on, says the referee there. Play on, says the referee. And he's going to throw it in. But great determination there by Farrer. And what a shoulder by Seamus Prendergast on Farrer earlier.
Yeah, I'd say Ger Farrer will be sore after that one. A really hard shoulder by Seamus Prendergast. Again, Maurice Prendergast Shannon doing very, very well. Yeah, he went to ground. Don't think he deserved a free. He was going to ground anyway, but very good play. He's really got into this game since he came in.
Shane Walsh being warmed up, the man from 4 Mile Water. Working, of course, with CW installation, and Jim D running down the team secretary. Huge work gone in since he took over as team secretary over the years. Attends every training. Of course, Morris, Roger Casey, part of the backroom team. Huge wedding yesterday, of course, for the Casey family. Hello to Father Kennedy and all involved, and of course Deirdre and John, Roger's son, who got married yesterday. I know they're tuned in. There's 16 points to 10. Not looking good for Waterford at the moment, but there's only 18 minutes gone in the second half. Shane Walsh going to be introduced. He'll give it everything. Plagued by injury, but he's one man will give you 110% and will give it everything to the final whistle, Fergal.
Yeah, and he's very accurate. If he gets the ball in his hand, he is very accurate. And we need a forward who can come on there and get a couple of scores for us, because so far again from play we've been very dependent on the frees from O'Kelly.
Shane Casey being called ashore. In fairness to Shane, battled hard, ball didn't really run from, but in comes Shane Walsh for Shane Casey. Of course, Shane Casey, big night for him, son of Tom Casey from Dunhill. He'll put in a big performance Wednesday night in his debut here this afternoon. Ball didn't really run from, but I can assure you Wednesday night we'll see Shane Casey in full flight in the Munster Under 21 final. Ball thrown in 20 metre line, but this Galway will win it. Bang it upfield. Good play by Owen Lynch out towards the middle of the field. Niall Healy gets it and turns it 45 metres out. Still Healy with the ball. Hand passes the ball away to Cyril Donnellan, running out of space near the Killeen line, coming in the end line. The big centre forward going forward, playing for a free, plays it back to Niall Healy. He takes his shot across the face of the goal. Oh, Noel Connors goes down for it, doesn't get in the first attempt, does on the second. Tried to come out with the ball and wins a very valuable free there. And Damien Hayes wasn't happy with what happened, but free taken quickly by Clinton Hennessy. 20 minutes gone by my stoppage in the second half. Galway lead by 16 points to 10. You're listening to our Snow Cream big match on WLRFM. Ball out over the line ball to Waterford inside their own 65. Declan Prendergast going across to take it, taking his time with this one. The agricultural contractor from Ardmore, part of 3 Ardmore men on this team, desperately trying to turn the tide for Waterford, but just not happening for Waterford. John Lee sweeps around there. That's good play for the NUIG student, but now the ball breaks to John Milan. Pulled and dragged, and Milan getting frustrated, wins a free there. And it's outside the 45, and pat that back there on the head there by Kevin Moore and his clubmate. Yeah. Joe Gantley, who got a goal last week, and it's Niall Healy being called ashore.
Strange move from Galway. I thought Niall Healy was having quite a good game for Galway.
Gantley got a great score in last week's win over Cork as the 45 metre free to Waterford, hitting into the goal down right. Mix of supporters on the terraces on our right, of course, no supporters on the Killeen end. He's hitting it into the third of Sarsfield end. He sends it over the bar. It's 16 points to 11, and it's number 8 for Kelly, and that tells its own story.
Yeah, I think Waterford need the next 2 points. If Waterford get the next 2 points to bring back to a 3-point game with maybe last 10 minutes to go, I think we're in a real chance.
Change of jersey there for John Milan. Blood on the jersey. Milan races out, grabs the jersey. Roger Casey, as always, everything set up. Of course, his wife Kay, very diligent in ensuring that all the jerseys washed, cleaned and ready. In the backroom team, huge work going on behind the scenes with Joe Kennedy and of course Adrian as well. From the puck out, stepped out of the air by Shane O'Sullivan. That's good determination by O'Sullivan. In towards Maurice Shanahan. Maurice has gone one of his runs. He's near the 20 metre line, dragged to the ground. That's great play, Maurice Shanahan there.
met his sister before the game. She was anxious that if Morris got a game that he'd be able to, my God, Fergal, he's standing up in a big way. Did well against Cork in his introduction, doing very well now, causing problems to the Galway defence.
Yeah, in fact, at the moment, he's the forward that's causing the most problems, apart from John Milan for the Waterford defence. He's having a great game since he came in, causing huge trouble to the Galway defence. And listen, a tap over for Owen Kelly, and it'll be back to a 4-point game.
He's a father cousin, of course. Their cousin got married last weekend. And Owen Kelly takes his time with this one. 5 in the goal mouth, down our right. Owen Kelly on the 20-metre line. Will he tap it over? He's having a bit of a run at it. I'm sure he'll tap it over, but he bends, he lifts, he strikes. Oh, it's rising high and gone over the bar. Point number 9 for Kelly. Back to a 4-point game.
Back to a 4-point game. This is an absolute critical period now, Kieran. If we can get the next 1 or 2 scores, we're in a real shout in this game. However, if Galway go up and get the next 1 or 2 scores, they'll close off the game with the last 7 or 8 minutes to go.
Callan, the man from Kinvara, the Galway races are on next week. The footballers will be there. They'll be able to drink. They'll be able to celebrate the racing festival. But will the hurlers be on the Ballygown? We'll see. From the puck out, Malumphey wins it. Good play by the determined captain. He's racing away from his marker. He's inside the 45 and passes to Kelly. He catches that ball. He takes his shot and he sends it over the bar. Inspiration by Malumphey. Finished by Kelly. Malumphey is the heartbeat. We may be missing Ken McGrath, but Malumphey, brilliant.
Great play now to Waterford. They're incensed by this. Very cynical again. Look, in fairness, the referee's telling him to get up. Number 7 for Galway.
It's his second time. Owen Lynch, the hardware merchant. He's a hardy boy, I can tell you, all right, the Portumna man. His dad, Dan, is the chairman of Portumna. They've won 3 All-Ireland titles, but they badly want to bring back the Liam McCarthy. From the puck out, the sun is shining here in Sepa Stadium. The score is 16 points to 13. Waterford leading by 3. Brought over the line there by Owen Lynch. Again, great pressure, and it's that man Seamus Prendergast tracking back, putting pressure. Line ball to Waterford outside their own 45. Declan Prendergast takes it. That's a good line ball by the Art Mormon. Sends it to the corner. Taken by Shane Walsh inside the 45. Battling hard for it. Fails to hold it. And away come Galway. It's cornerback Damien Joyce. Out to midfielder Kevin Hines. This could be dangerous. Dropping on the Waterford 20-metre line. Snapped out of the air inside. This could be very, very dangerous for Waterford. But the man covering back is Noel Connors. That's great play by Connors. Gets it out to the break. The man from Carrigahill, the AIB man, has the ball. Pulled to the ground and a free for Waterford. Nicky Donnelly will be happy with his AIB man there. Caught that well, but Noel Connors, I don't like the way he's holding his knee gingerly. He picked the knee injury up last weekend and he seems to be carrying the knee injury, not alone for today but for Wednesday night's under-21 final. Did very well, got it out to Brick Walsh. Great determination by Brick. It's a free for Waterford, but I don't like the way Noel Connors is walking so gingerly.
Oh yeah, he looks to be in a little bit of trouble, but it's a crucial free just beyond the Waterford 65, probably 100 yards out. Owen Kelly is with the breeze. If he puts this one over, it's a 2-point game going into the last 10 minutes.
Kevin Chunky Hayes has been warmed up, a determined player, as Owen Kelly takes the free inside his own 65, but is tailing right and is tailing wide. It's into the wind, right and wide. The wide tally goes up for Waterford, but the score remains 16 points or to 13, or 7 wides to 6, but Galway lead by 3 points. My stopwatch reads that there's 10 minutes left. Cyril Donlan be called ashore, and on comes Chunky Hayes. He's a man who will give it everything. Played brilliantly when he came on against Cork, set up a score and got a point, and he's a determined man. Makes it 7 men from Portumna on the team. From the puck out, won by Waterford. Declan Prendergast coming more and more into it. The wing back sends it in high. If Owen Kelly can get a hand on this one, his eye is on it. Can he hold on to it? Drops around the edge of the square. Who has the ball? It's a Galway man, and that Galway man is Fergal Moore, and away comes the wing back with the red helmet. Sends it out towards the middle of the field. Tony Brown reads it well in front of his marker. Brown gives it to Milan, way out the field. Milan wearing 33. Turns and twists and is fouled, and he's pumped at this stage. Free for Waterford. Well done, Tom Milan. Some great determination there, but Tony Brown won a great ball there. We can see from here Fergal, he made it his ball in front of his marker.
Yeah, out in front of his man, and he's on Fergal Gantley, who's only fresh into the game, but out in front of him, won the ball well. And again, another free for John Milan. I think that's about his 6th free in this game, and I think all of them, bar one, I think Owen Kelly has put over the bar. So as I say, it's still a very significant contribution from him.
Again, a hold up and play, a lot of hold up. When Waterford get a free, there always seems to be some Galway men going down injured, but hold up and play, bottles of water in all over the field there. See the water being left, right and centre there. Joe Kennedy
Very busy, as is Tom Byrne of the Ballyduff Club, giving us up to John Milan as Kelly prepares to take the free. The sun's shining here in Semple Stadium. The chopper was in earlier. That means JP McManus is in. He hasn't left. He's happy that he sponsored Limerick are in the All-Ireland semi-final. Kelly takes the free, drills it and sends it over the bar. Number 10 for Kelly, number 14 for Waterford. 2 points in the Fergal. 27 minutes gone.
Yeah, and Owen Kelly's free taking today has been immense. It's been absolutely superb. 2 points in. We're in for a real cracker for the last 7 or 8 minutes here.
Davy getting animated on the line, calling over Morris Geary. He can sense something might be going to happen. Ball drops in the middle of the field, won by Malunphy. The lieutenant gets it on to Milan. Milan pulled and dragged, hits the deck, tries to get away from his marker, but he's beaten to it by the Galway men, and they win possession. Gantley has it out around the middle of the field, sending them on the attack. Well won by Noel Connors, but he's against the Speed Merchant, and his knee isn't the best as the Speed Merchant gets it on to Angus Callinan. Callinan will take the shot. He should put it over the bar, but it's gone right and wide. Wide, number 8 for Galway. Good play by Noel Connors, maybe carrying a knee injury, but my God, he did well there. 16 points to 14, 28 minutes gone. Clinton Hennessy wastes no time with the puck out. Ball comes off Ollie Canning, but he keeps it in play. Great play by Canning, but carries it out over the line. The engineer isn't happy with that. The linesman on the far side, line ball to Waterford inside the 45-metre line. Big Dan has been warmed up. Big man for a big stage. 28 minutes gone, and if ever we needed Dan to get back that golden touch and that goal touch, Fergal, we need it now.
Yeah, absolutely. And the momentum is with Waterford now, Kieran. All the decisions, everything is going our way. All the sideline balls, all going our way now.
Huge day for Dan. Line ball taken by Kevin Moore to Seamus Prendergast. Can he get into his hand? He's trying to get down over it, but he fails to get it on the first attempt. In comes Owen Lynch, but Prendergast wins it on the second attempt, trying to get a swing at it. Doesn't go very far. Ball breaks as far as Fergal Moore. He's having a huge game for Galway in the second half. Back to the experienced Ollie and captain. That's Ollie Canning. Sends it a good 70 yards. Galway on the attack inside the 45. They lead 16 points to 14. Shane O'Sullivan trying to track back, but the ball breaks to Damien Hayes, the Speed Merchant. He's taking on his man. Still Hayes with the ball, looking at the options. Gets it back to Gantley. He should put it over the bar. Takes his shot, and he sends it over the bar. Got a goal last week when he came on against Cork. Now he's got a crucial score. Galway got 3 in front. Dan is coming on, and Kevin Moore we call ashore. He's done very well, played his heart out, so 2 great points. Dan gets his chance.
Yeah, I thought Kevin Moore had a very good game, and certainly I think maybe he's not the player I would have taken off.
29 minutes by my stopwatch. Again at Galway.
This is, and I think at first Jim McCurran, I think he's going to tell him to get up. I think this has gone ridiculous now. Every time there's a break in play, there's a Galway man gone down,
and just seems to stop Waterford momentum when they're coming back there.
In fairness, Jim McCurran referees tell him just to get up.
Derek Delaney on with the magic bottle, the Portlaw man. Number 23 being warmed up, Alan Kearns, experienced man, involved 10 years ago when we played in the semi-final. From the puck out, the ball breaks to Malunphy inside the 20 metre line. Malunphy takes the shot, hadn't full control, had to stretch for it, and in the end, no problem for the keeper. From his long clearance by Callinan, doing well in the Galway goal, drops inside the 45. Oh, this is dangerous for Waterford. Galway on the run, the ball's with Angus Callinan. He gets it across to Damien Hayes. Damien in space, turns to his trusty left. You can go to the flag when he goes for it, and he sends it over the bar. Number 3 for Hayes, and Galway stretch the lead once again. What could have been a score for Waterford at one end ends up the score for Galway at the other.
Yeah, it looks like Galway may have weathered the storm now.
We'll follow the play. From the puck out, Farrer has it, sends it back with interest. Galway on the attack. Aidan Kearney swinging back, doing well out towards the middle of the field, towards Owen Kelly. This is when we're in the hurt period. There's 5 minutes left, just under 5 by my stoppages. Kelly has the ball, turns and twists straight into the path of John Lee, knocks it down to Farrer. We've seen that a few times today, and Farrer picks it up, offloads it well. Good combination by these Galway men. Owen Lynch comes forward, the Portlaw man, 1 of 7 now in the team, drills it in, looking for Andy Smith, his clubmate, running across his own Murphy. Wasn't a push to the back, no play on, said the referee, but in the end gives the free to Murph. That's good play by the medical rep from Knockenour, and free out relief for Waterford. The time by my stopwatch, 31.5 minutes. The score, 18 points to 14. Galway leading by 4. We need a goal. Is there a goal in this Waterford team? Line ball cut off by Fergal Moore. What a game he's having for the Galway men. Wearing 5 but playing all over the place. Gives the ball, cut off by Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly drops it long. Dan is inside. Can Dan get up for this one? He catches it. He turns. Takes a shot. Oh, it's right and wide. Oh, he's
sailed into the sky for that one, caught it, and a rasper goes right and wide. 7 would have ended in the back of the net. It shows you when your luck is in and it's not in for Waterford. Great catch by Dan, right and wide, but well won by Owen Kelly outside. Score remains 18-14.
Yeah, defining moment in the game. I think brilliant catch by Dan. Did everything right, shot just wide. If that had gone in, we could have gone on and won this game. I think that might have been our last goal chance.
Substitute Alan Kearns down under us, waiting to be called in. Experienced campaigner, hurler and footballer. From the puck out, ball breaks, Farragher runs onto it inside the 65, doing very well, this man with that yellow helmet. Lovely little flick ahead, well read by Aidan Kearney. Oh, that's great play by Ringo. Ned Power will be proud of that Taliban. He sends it long. Can Dan get a second ball? He goes high, he catches it, he turns his marker. He's been pulled and dragged by McEntee. Play answer the ref. 160 against the goal! Shane Ross buries it in the back of the net. The man from 4 mile water. But Big Dan won a great 50-50 ball. Ahead of McEntee, pulled to the ground, onto Shane Walsh, back in the net, 1 point between the sides for it.
Brilliant stuff by Dan. The two Shanahans, Morris and Dan, have made a huge impact in this game since they came in. Brilliant stuff. And Shane Welch, who said we needed this going forward, came on and got a goal.
Oh, the Cumroyal man is in form, and when Dan is in form, you needn't ask any more. Morris led the way, and Morris has led the way for Dan to show what he's made of. 2 great catches, and what a goal. Shane Walsh, I said it earlier, this man, give him half a chance. And Joe Ryan will be happy with his club, man. From the puck out, well won by Declan Prendergast, drives it upfield, but again into John Lee all alone at centre back. He's Lord at centre back, gives it through to Kevin Hines. Hines with it from the 65. He's going long, but it's going right and it's going wide. Wide number 9 for Galway. 18 points to 17, or 18 points to 114, whichever way you look at it. Wherever you're listening to it, I hope you're enjoying it. It's heart-stopping. There's going to be 2 additional minutes. Is it enough for Waterford? Ball towards Dan Shanahan. There's a point between the sides. Running across his own, Ollie Canning, determined as ever. Ollie gets his clearance. It's not a long one. It's in the middle of the field. It's batted down. It's a Galway man onto it. The Galway man is Angus Callanan. He go on one of his runs. He has the ball, trying to get away from Morris Shanahan. Morris crowds in to Kevin Hines. Hines gets it back to Owen Lynch. He sends it long. Galway on the attack, dropping inside the 20-metre line. Oh, the ball breaks. Could be dangerous to Joe Gantley, but picked up again by Ringo. That's tremendous play by the man from Tallow. They may have had a bereavement with great Connie Ryan, but Connie would be proud of a young Tallow man who's really come of age today in the full-back berth. The free is taken by Clinton Hennessy. My stopwatch reads as a minute of normal time, plus there's 2 minutes of additional time. Ball gone to the other end. It's a free for Waterford. Dan will foul as it dropped, and a free for Owen Kelly. If he puts it over, it's going to be even Steven. Andy Smith is coming off for Alan Kearns. The man from Clarenbridge, known for the Oysters, but they're known for good hurlers too. It's 20-metre free, Owen Kelly to take it. And again, Dan Shanahan, the man who went for that ball. Hard pulling by the Galway defenders. 2 hearts as referee Kerwin. And now Kelly takes his time with this one. He's already scored 10. The man from the Passage Club bends, lifts, strikes, sends it over the bar. Would you believe it? It's even Steven. 115 to 18 points.
That's a fantastic turnaround. 6-point turnaround in 10 minutes. That's fantastic stuff. And we said it, if we go into the last 10 minutes, and we're still in this game, we'll have a great chance to win it. We're a more experienced team.
Ken McGrath's out of the dugout. Oh my God, would he love to be out there. Puck out. Callan with it. 18 points to 115. My stopwatch says we're in injury time. From the puck out, Shane O'Sullivan wins, but drops it to the ground. It's Hoole will come away with it. It's that man, Declan Prendergast. That's great play by the Ardmore. Gives it to John Milan. Milan on his left takes his shot. It's over the bar. Brilliant stuff by Declan Prendergast. Onto Milan. We wanted him to score from play. He's done it in injury time. Super by Milan.
And brilliant stuff by Declan Prendergast, Kieran.
Time ticks down. My stopwatch reads there's a minute of injury time gone. There's 1 more left. Ball at the other end of the field. Galway in the attack. They have possession. Play on, says the referee. What are they doing? It breaks out. Malumphey has it. He's coming out with the ball. He'll hold on to it. He gets his clearance in. It's not a good one. Because Seamus Prendergast. He's knocked to the ground. The ball breaks to Kevin Hill. Chunky. Keys it across. Shane O'Sullivan goes in. Oh, that's great play by Sullivan. Man and ball. And away comes the bat from Ballygunner. Boots it up. Ollie Canning takes it at the other end. Time ticks down. The 2nd minute of injury time is gone. Ball over on the far side. The man who has it is Callan, swings it across dangerously across Noel Connors, running back is Tony Brown. Oh, he misses the pick up completely. Ball drops to Damien Hayes. This will be dangerous. Hayes get it back to Joe Canning. He has a look. He takes his shot right and wide. Would you believe it? Of all the men to get the ball, it's Joe Canning. It's right and wide. My stopwatch says the 2 minutes is gone. The scoreboard reads 116 Waterford, 18 points to Galway. The referee's looking at his watch. He has the whistle. He heard the whistle and it's gone. Waterford are back in All-Ireland semi-final. We looked dead and buried, but that man John Milan got the crucial score. There were all heroes there when you're dead and buried. Maurice Shanahan came on, Dan Shanahan came on, but in the end, it was the heart of this Waterford team. What a win, Fergal.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic, Ian. That's as good a win as we've had in a long, long time. You know, we looked dead and buried with 10 or 12 minutes to go and came back from a 6-point down, turn around to a one-point victory. Declan Prendergast is the man that should be singled out. He got some criticism last week at fullback. He had a storming game of wing back and he created that last point for John Milan. But, you know, from 1 to 15, when it was there, when it was in the melting pot, when players needed to be stand up and be counted, all these Waterford players stood up and fantastic.
In fairness, our substitutes, there was brave substitutes. Shane Walsh, Maurice Shannon, Dan Shannon, all made huge impact. They're going to team off there. Owen Kelly running into the dressing room. I saw Ken McGrath jumping out the dugout with 5 minutes to go. He was urging the lads on. They're back in All-Ireland semi-final. They looked dead and buried, and a lesser team could have crumbled there, Fergal.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we said in the last 2 weeks before training, the spirit in the camp apparently has been excellent. The ferocity and the intensity of the training has been superb, and that showed, I think, when it came into the last 10 minutes. To be fair to Galway, they put up a great fight. They had 3 Sundays in a row. It was difficult on them, but last 15 minutes was fantastic stuff from Waterford.
John Milan, we spoke about. John had the score from play. He created a lot of chances, created a lot of frees. But my God, that point, Declan Prendergast set it up, and John Milan just turned to the left over the bar.
Yeah, and don't let the statistics fool you. You know, it says that John Milan only scored 1 point for play, and that's what people will be looking at. But he was at least directly responsible for 5 or 6 of the Waterford scores.
Start of the second half, it looked to be slipping away from us, but we showed great determination. We're joined by, from the Irish Examiner, Tony Constantine. Tony, that team showed battle today.
Well, it was the one thing I said just in my column in the Irish Examiner. I said if Waterford play as a team, that they have a great chance of winning the game. Now, it's a long time since I see Waterford playing as a team, but they played as a team today and they showed the courage. The management on the sideline showed the courage about making the changes, and you give great credit to everybody involved with Waterford today.
Davy, I know you're struggling to recover from the end of that match. Is it one that you thought you'd lost?
No, never. That's in the way I be anyhow, Joanne, you know. You have to fight till the bitter end, and we've been working very hard since January, trying to drum that into our heads that no matter what, we stay going, stay fighting. I still believed, and I'm delighted to see Dan coming on and do that, you know. He's got a lot of stake, I suppose, and his form hasn't been great, but by God, he turned it around today, and he showed him and he showed us, which was great as well. And listen, I'm only too delighted when he does something like that, but I think the spirit of us was in question. There was a lot of stuff wrote and said about us, and thanks for the help, guys, that wrote the stuff.
The 2 Shanahans made a difference really when they came on, didn't they?
Yeah, some of the switches will work for you, and we took gambles on certain things today that paid off all right, you know, but we kept fighting, kept blocking, and it was a funny game. I was saying to the boys at half time, no matter what, let's not lose our shape, try and keep our lads out as much as possible, but we got sucked down the field a bit. They got a few scores, but in the end we battled hard and we got a great result, and isn't that what hurling is about, isn't it?
It certainly is. Did you really use all the criticism that you've received? Were you using that and really use it in the motivational speeches?
You would. You'd use a certain amount of it. You'd never use the stuff that you know isn't warranted, it is there personally. You'd use stuff like that we know Bottler, fellas are selfish and this, that and the other thing, and use certain things like that, you know, but it's only a help really. Like I wouldn't even probably read the stuff, it's only what you'd be told, and you'd use that inside anything that'd work, you know. So I'm just happy that they showed a bit of character, you know, and don't think we were that bad in the Munster final. We missed chances, didn't take chances, you know, and to come back again today is phenomenal, you know, and I must thank the supporters outside. The ones that came were absolutely awesome. They got behind the team, and that's very important. But this is what I love about the Hurling Championship, is that stuff. It's not great for the heart, I tell you, but I enjoyed when the whistle went.
No, definitely didn't look good for your heart when you came in here to us. First of all, you seemed to be on the back foot for quite a lot of that game, didn't you?
We did, yeah. Like, Galway were a fair team. You know, they've stood up to a lot of teams this year. They can count themselves unlucky today, you know, but we kept working, we kept plugging. I thought a goal, whoever got a goal might win it, and we did. The momentum was with us at the very end because we were coming strong. Like, Damien Joyce went down in about 5 minutes in or 10 minutes into the second half. We were on a momentum roll, it swung it. Yeah, I knew it. Like, he went down the last game as well, and fair play to him, that's perfect. But he went down to break the play and stop the play, and immediately they got 3 or 4 points, which killed us after we coming back, you know. But then I knew you get a swing back again. There's always swings in the games, and it's whoever can cope with them best, I think, will come out on top.
Well, you've a small matter now, but an All-Ireland semi-final, and it's a team called Kilkenny you're up against.
Thanks, will you let me enjoy this one first? I will, and we'll think about that tomorrow, and we'll see what the story is. That's awesome, like, you know, and phenomenal. Like, they beat us 20-something points last year, you know. Whatever sort of underdogs we will be today, I don't know what will be the next day, but we'll go out and we'll do our best, you know. And like, they're an awesome team, but we have a good team ourselves, and we'll see what the story is, you know.
Well, we'll let you enjoy this one, Davy. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
Well, John, hard luck, but is that one you feel you really shouldn't have lost?
Oh, look at with 3 or 4 minutes to go, I thought we were there, and the game turned in an instant. Obviously, their goal was crucial, and it really lifted them for the last 2 or 3 minutes, and probably knocked the stuffing out of us, having done so much right in the second half against the wind. We went 6 points up at one stage. Looked as though we were going to weather the Waterford storm. But you've got to give the Waterford team enormous credit after what they've been through over the past 12 months especially. People were writing their obituary, and they hung in there, and they got a break near the finish, and they were able to drive on from there. So, you know, my congratulations to Waterford, and I hope they build on this for the Kilkenny match this fortnight, and they have a score to settle there. And I think after the way they won today's match, they'll go in with a lot of confidence and a lot of heart. And you know, they've been giving hurling a lot of great days over the past 7 or 8 years, and they're not finished yet.
Looking at Galway today, though, did you lack maybe a ruthless streak when it came down to it?
It's hard to know. There are no recriminations here or no excuses. Those players gave everything for that maroon jersey today. Of course, mistakes were made. We overplayed the ball at times. We had a couple of bad wides, but their hearts are in the right places. They're absolutely devastated inside. We've made substantial progress this year, but of course, that's no consolation here and now. I'm dreading waking up in the morning. You know, we had done so much right in that match, and maybe there was a lack of killer instinct there. I'm not sure, but you've got to give great credit to Waterford, and we just have to dust ourselves down now and learn from today's experience. I'm not making any excuses whatsoever. I don't want to hear about injuries or no win against Waterford previously, or three games in 15 days. It was there for us, and we let it slip, and I think that's what will torment the team management and the Galway players over the next couple of weeks, because this is going to take a while to get over.
Because you did dominate most of that match, didn't you? And then you just seemed to maybe lose your shape towards the end.
Yeah, it's hard to know. The goal was a killer. If they hadn't got the goal, I think we'd have won by 3 or 4 points. But look, that's hurling. You know, I played in the Munster final here back in 1984. 25 years ago, Tip were leading by 4 points with 4 minutes to go, and we got beaten by 4. So there's a sense of deja vu here this evening. So, you know, but look at, what can I say? Well done to Waterford. It was hugely disappointing for us. We did a lot right today, but you know, we just didn't drive through, and we left them hanging on, and I suppose we paid the penalty.
Well, Dan, you've scored some important goals in your time. Is that right up there with them?
That's up there, Joanne. I suppose it's all about the team today, to be honest with you. To get 10 minutes, I suppose. I was disappointed I didn't come on early, but that's the way it is. Like, you know, the lads that came on before me did well. So it didn't about me, it's about the team, and set up the last goal, so it's very important.
Has it been frustrating for you trying to get back in?
Yeah, it's been frustrating, but that's not my decision. I can only do what I can do, is work hard in training and stuff like that. Like, and hopefully when I come on, I make an impact. Today I was lucky enough to make an impact. Hopefully the next day as well.
It must take a huge amount of character from you, from all the players, to come back from the way they had been performing to come out with a win in the end.
Yeah, it's important for us, to be honest with you. We were being knocked in our own county, to be honest with you, this week. Like, you know, the Gaffer's being knocked in this week in Waterford, like, you know. But today we stood up and be counted, like, you know. They're a good Galway team, a very good Galway team. With 5 minutes to go, we could say we were beaten, but we didn't. We never gave in. We don't win. We're fit enough to finish the thing. So we have another crack in Kilkenny the next day.
That's several of you who've mentioned the fact that you've had a hard time from within your county. Did that kind of galvanise you, strengthen you in some ways?
Well, you can see it with Donegal as well. They have their own county problems as well, like so they say. But they've dealt with that. They had a good win yesterday in the football. Like, it's how you deal with them. Today we dealt with Galway. In 2 or 3 weeks' time, I don't know when it's on, but we've Kilkenny, like, so they'll be red hot favourites. It gives us another hiding, like, so hopefully on the day we can respect ourselves. Like, it was good account for ourselves.
That's for sure, Dan. Thanks very much.
Thanks. Pick up.
Beatrice Cosgrove, the country manager with Etihad Airways, is going to present RGA Hurling Championship Man of the Match, Owen Kelly, with his award.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Owen, but how on earth did you pull that one out of the bag?
It's just a great team performance, I accept this on behalf of the Waterford senior panel. Like, it's no individual won that game today, everyone from 1 to 19 that came on, like, and even the lads that didn't come on, that was a total Waterford performance. There's no individual won that game.
Did you feel like it was slipping away from you, though?
I suppose it was, like, at one stage in the second half, Galway were well on top and did a great running forwards, like, and we were struggling a bit, like, but in fairness we kept our guns, like, and we kept going, and lucky enough we came out with a 1-point win.
So did you have the confidence the whole time that you could pull back?
Yeah. No, yes, we did know, like, we've trained very hard, and we always knew that we'd finish well, like, and finish strong, and we had a feeling that if we were thereabouts we'd kick on at the end.
Davey spoke about the criticism that this team has received in recent times. Is that something that has driven you forward?
Yeah, I suppose since the Munster final, personally I've got a lot of criticism. Some of it deserved, some of it not deserved, and the hurts, like, and it hurts the panel, like, and a lot of the team in there have got criticism, unjustified, and we just went out today and just played as a group,
How are you setting out to face Kilkenny again?
Better than last time.
That's a perfect answer, so we'll leave it there. Thanks, sir.
Thanks.
All right then, Pete Finnerty, fantastic victory for Waterford, or disastrous defeat for Galway?
Well, I suppose the old cliche is not over to the fat ladies things, and Galway dominated most of the game. They were ahead at half time by 4 points. Waterford came out, brought it back to 2. Then Galway went to 6 ahead again. Then give away a few silly frees that kept Waterford in the game. But in the final closing stages of the match, when men were needed and had to be stand up and be counted, it was Waterford that had those men, and they're famous for it. They did it 2 years against Cork, and they did it last year against Tipperary, and they've done it now again this year against Galway. Yeah,
so credit to Waterford's fighting qualities, Donald, but Galway shouldn't have ever been in that position. They were 4 points up with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, 4 points up with 3 minutes to go, and experienced teams, they close out matches like that, but Galway made silly little mistakes, didn't use the ball well, coming into the finish. They lost an awful lot of the 50-50s, and, once Dan Shannon came on, the tide turned.
All right, and speaking of the tide turning, it was that big man with the nice T-shirt we saw there.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes to go. He came on the field and he changed the whole course of the game in those 3.5 minutes.
Dan Shanahan we're talking about.
Dan has got a lot of criticism down through this year and last year, but today he was phenomenal when he came on. He just wanted to do one thing, he wanted to win that game. First ball he got straight into his hand, flashes it wide. That gave Waterford the belief to put the ball in there and that Dan would win anything. Next ball came in, he wins the free. Here we see Ger Farrer. He had plenty of time to put the ball into the danger area for Galway. He doesn't. Tries to hit a dinky little pass, doesn't happen. KEARNEY receives the ball, drives a long ball into Dan. Dan does what he does best, up, catches, heads for goal. He sees Shane Walsh free, and a brilliant finish by Walsh. And in those 3.5 minutes, the game just changed completely and was all down to Dan.
Dan was fouled there, but the ref, in fairness, gave advantage for the goal. I mean, but should he be pulled to the ground?
Well, there's a question that he probably wasn't fouled enough. As a defender, you would feel like, OK, we take our chances with the penalty and a yellow card, but I mean, that's what I mean, closing it up with the last few minutes.
Was it on Murphy? Did it the other end of the field for Waterford, don't you know? He just,
Damien Hayes was going through and he tapped the legs and,
took his yellow card.
Took his yellow card, and probably Eugene McEntee doesn't have the experience of that and thought he might be able to hold him up or whatever else, and should have brought him down maybe.
Still a good catch by Dan, let's not take from that. But
no.
Yeah, we were asking you then about Galway deficiencies, given that they were so dominant for so long, Don.
Well, I think they'll be tormented, as John McIntyre said, when they look at what they did. This is a great chance, Tony Brown, right? Bad pass back, and Angus Cannon gets it. Now, Joe Cannon to me is should be steaming in there for the pass and give him some option. He didn't, and I have a crib with Joe about that. He's a little bit lazy. And second half, there were 6 points up. Stupid free there by Owen Lynch. Just instead of keeping John Malank going down the line, and Damien Hayes, great work here, dinks it inside to Callan. No, Callan should have ran with that ball. He is a runner, turns, hits it wide, crucial stage again in the second half when they were looking for scores. And here, this is the worst of all. Great ball by John Lee, and Hines gets it. You can just see Joe Canning in the frame there at the bottom of the picture, crying out for the ball, and Hines hits it 20 metres wide. And that's psychologically, I spoke about that already tonight, but psychologically huge one for the defence, right? And if that ball had been given to Joe, that might have closed out the game for them. So, you know, they have a lot to learn, but, you know, when they wake up tomorrow morning, when they review the video, if they're you know, well enough to look at it, they'll be sick with the possession they threw away.
All right. We will be chatting about Waterford later on in relation to the semi-final draw, but where does it leave Galway? I mean, they're still not getting past the quarter-final stage, Pete.
No, but looking on this year and looking on the previous years, this has been a much more successful year for Galway, albeit that they have won nothing. They're going away now with the nucleus of a good team. They have to review what they have done, what they have achieved, where their weaknesses are. They were unfortunate they lost 3 excellent defenders through injury, and any team that would weaken, and it weakened probably Galway in today as well. But McIntyre is a good manager. He'll have learned from this experience. There's a great bond in Galway hurling. I was at most of their games, and there's a great support behind them again, and I think there's a lot of respect put back into the Galway jersey, and they can build on that.
A lot of respect, but a question mark still over them, is there, Don?
Yeah, the question mark always was with, I mean, don't Corkway or the traditional counties would feel like, look, if you put up the Galway in the end, you know, there's a chance they're a bit brittle, they might crack. That will hang over them again now because of this defeat, and that they had the chances and didn't put Waterford away. But all credit to Waterford, they had a heart, as Dan said there, and you know, never said I asked you, and they were very, very fit. Yeah,
okay, well done, Waterford. Pete, who were the nominees for man of the match?
Nominees for man of the match were Owen Kelly. Scored 12 points in total, and Waterford relied most of the day on frees, and Owen converted everything that he got. Steve Malump worked tirelessly all day long for Waterford, and ran at that Galway defence and created a lot of those frees. And also Ollie Canning had an outstanding game again, a cornerback for Galway.
All right, and who gets the award, Donald?
Well, we gave the award to Owen Kelly because the frees were vital. He got a very good point from play, but he missed nothing except one long-range free, and I think that was right. And they were difficult frees, and that's what won it for Waterford in the end. His unerring marksmanship. This is the example of his point when Waterford were, you know, looking for scores. But every free that he got, left to right of the post in the middle, he stuck it over, right? Okay, and you know, you see him putting the fist up there. They knew they were on a roll, and he carried them out. And when you went out midfield there with the last 10 minutes, he went out himself. You know, he was excellent for Waterford all through.
Okay, well then let's hear from the man of the match, Owen Kelly.
Beatrice Cosgrove, the country manager with Etihad Airways, is going to present RGA Hurling Championship Man of the Match, Owen Kelly, with his award.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Owen, but how on earth did you pull that one out of the bag?
It's just a great team performance, you know. I accept this on behalf of the Waterford senior panel. Like, it's no individual won that game today, you know. Everyone from 1 to 19 that came on, like, and even the lads that didn't come on, that was a total Waterford performance. There's no individual won that game.
All right, well done, Owen. Now, next up then, it's the hurling semi-finals. It's Kilkenny against Waterford on August the 9th and Tipperary versus Limerick on August the 16th. Maybe if we spoke about Kilkenny-Waterford, first of all, Pete, apart from Owen Kelly, who got the 12 points, in the whole match, Waterford only scored 4 other points from play, including 1 in added time. That has to be a concern.
It has to be. It is a concern. There's no question about it. And Dan Shanahan our big Dan coming back today will be a huge bonus to them. I actually thought he should have started today, but coming on and after turning the game, he'll come back with the same confidence he has. Against Kilkenny, they were destroyed last year in the All-Ireland final. They go into this game with no pressure on them whatsoever. There'll be less expected of them than there was last year, and have a chance to redeem themselves. And if they play with the same heart and vigour and determination as they did for the last 10 minutes of today's game, and if they put the doubts that they had on the mound in the All-Ireland final, go out and play what they do best, play hurling, don't try and mix it with Kilkenny, and whatever result will come, it'll be better than last September.
All right. They have injuries, they have ageing players, but will they lose by the same margin against Kilkenny this time in your view?
Well, they should tell you it is, because I think Davy showed that he has learned from the Munster final, that they squeezed the game a little bit today. He's like to do that against Kilkenny as well. And you don't expect them to win, so they're in a no-lose situation. They go out and hurl away, do the best they can, get stuck in and play their own brand of hurling, right? And at the same time, try try and stop Kilkenny from playing their game, but, you know, looking at it as a neutral, you'll be saying that Kilkenny will be hot favourites, and that's a plus for Waterford as well as the revenge factor. That's a big thing in their makeup.
And then Limerick going in against Tip, Pete. And there's the same worry that, apart from the frees today, I think only 2 Limerick players scored points from play, which isn't a great scoring return from the forwards.
It's not. Again, they're short in the forward department. Ollie Morden is getting fitter, and he's coming back, and he would be a huge bonus. But in fairness to Limerick, look where they are. They're in an All-Ireland semi-final. A lot of people were writing them off when we saw them against Waterford at the beginning of the year, but they're gaining momentum. A lot of people expected Dublin would beat them easily today. I was one of those people. And Limerick didn't lie down. They stayed working. They got the opportunities, and they finished the game out.
And Donald, you think they're going to rattle Tip now?
Well, Limerick have no fear of Tip, and Tip don't like the way Limerick play. Limerick are hard, physical, and they'll say, hey lads, 170 minutes and we're in an All-Ireland final. And, you know, looking at Tip the last time, if Limerick can play as they played today, squeezing the midfield area, stopping the likes of Seamus Callan running, they have a good chance and they'll fancy themselves.